Stream! We're streaming.
Stream!
Are we?
Are we streaming? I think we're streaming.
I'm constantly refreshing the subscriptions page just to get the notification up or to see if the notification pops up. So far, nothing yet.
Let's see. That OBS just disconnected and it's reconnecting. What?
Oh, well, all right. Well, I am now seeing, yes, you are live with, as of right now, 15 people watching. Now, give it time. The number will quadruple.
Get some music started. That is loud. Turn down. Turn down, Wolf. Okay. All right. How's everyone in the chat doing? Got a lot. Yep. Looks like we're good. Looks like we live. Who's ready for me to make some more stuff?
I am, BJ.
Got more stock. Got a band-aid on my arm after getting vaccinated. Go get vaccinated. I'm trying. Got my glove right here. We're ready to make some more stock icons, stages, and all that good stuff.
The funny thing is, so BJ, he got his first shot, and you got yours, 3 hours ago, you said?
Yeah, about.
Yeah, so roughly about 2 hours ago, because my appointment was at 5:15, I got my second shot.
Yeah.
So I am completely done. Which vaccine did you get, BJ?
Janssen, I think is what it was called.
Janssen?
Janssen, something like that. That's what.
Johnson Johnson.
Johnson Johnson?
I guess. Let me look at the card again.
Because if it's Johnson and Johnson, if I recall correctly, that's a one shot.
Yeah, it's spelled Janssen. So I guess it's Johnson.
Okay. Yeah, because I got Pfizer, and Pfizer I know is 2 shots. I think Pfizer and Moderna right now are 2 shots. Johnson & Johnson is, I believe, a massively concentrated shot, but you get it once and that's it.
Gotcha. All right, so real quickly, let me just post the stream on Twitter, so the people that haven't shown up yet but happen to be on Twitter will know that I am not streaming.
All right. Didn't Johnson get pulled? I was hearing, last I heard, I know they were saying that they were going to pull the Johnson & Johnson.
Oh. Yeah, well, it's not only that, but they found out that first off, $5 from Ender Goldman. In relation to the question you had about Rainbow Six last stream, I think Sledge would be the easiest to translate into Smash. All right, cool, got you down. Thank you so much. As for I did hear about that. So apparently, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, that was an issue, but it was very rare. It's one of those cases where you are literally more likely to see some terrible side effects from birth control than you would this. And they're still very willingly putting out most birth controls. So if that says anything. Anyway. Okay. You're very quiet. Let me see if I can turn you guys up then. Talk, guys? Oh, no, you're not very quiet. You were turned off. Just like OBS always likes to do.
Oh, son of a bee sting! OBS, you cannot silence us!
Why does it keep doing that? I don't know why it keeps doing that. Literally, it's fine when it starts, and the few minutes in, I'm gonna just mute this entire audio thing, so that way nobody but BJ can be heard. Why?
You know what, OBS, get over here. It's time for a suplex.
Alright, looks like it's good now, though.
Anyway, hey, Maniac, how's it
yeah,
going?
so can my friends, which I will now introduce for those who don't know them, we have Danny, who was the host of the Knights video, who we will probably get to today, by the way. We have...
Please let's get to that, because I have been waiting for that one.
if we don't get to Knights, because literally we only have 2 characters before that, and one of them is an Echo Fighter, so if we don't get to Knights, like there's a bit too much lollygagging going on. We also have Brian, who was the host of Klonoa, Spyro, Amaterasu, and Rayman. And we have Ryan, who was the recent host of Master Chief.
Yo, how's it going, everybody?
The Chief Master.
The Master of Chiefs.
Alrighty.
Master Chief, why are you in Smash?
Actually, Maniac, I know you're in the chat and stuff, doing your modly duties. If I recall, because I know it's been a while since we've done these, didn't you and a bunch of other people on BJ server, don't you guys have a document where you've actually provided some ideas for some of these things, to kind of help
and
BJ out?
I'm sure Maniac will link me to it again, but for the time being, I don't immediately need it for the stocks. But once we get to series icons, then I'll need it. There we go. Got scared for a second there. My pen tablet wasn't reacting, but it turns out it wasn't plugged in fully. So there we go.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like, oh no, how did OBS disconnect that?
Okay.
First it was the goose, now it's OBS.
The OB geese.
Just can't win.
The OB
Just can't win.
The OB geese.
That geese is too OB.
What happened to the Kirby hat streams? We will do them eventually. But whereas with Kirby, I was able to kind of keep up with those thanks to the Q&As, I am way behind on these. So it's like...
Yeah.
Because currently it's like... Let's take a look here. Currently, I have made... I'm up to I Am Bread with Kirby. We're still all the way back to Sora right now for this stuff. So I need to catch up with this stuff right now. Alrighty. But I guess in general, how's everyone in the chat been doing today? Has everyone been having a good day? I certainly hope so.
Somebody asked, have we checked out the Metopia demo?
I have not, but I have seen apparently it is very, very, very generous with how much you can actually customize your Miis this time. Like I can't tell if these are just Photoshop edits or actually what you can do in the game. They're so impressive.
They're just that good.
Yeah. So I think that alone is exciting me enough to want to pick it up.
Yeah.
So right now my sights are on 2 days from now. That's what's currently most important to me.
Yeah, because I haven't checked out the Metopia demo either, but I've seen people make the CDI Zelda characters, complete with the meme faces. I've seen JoJo characters with designs to be how Araki draws the characters. So I mean, it's it does look it. Yeah, I get, assuming that these are Photoshop jobs, it looks like there's going to be a lot more you can do this time around.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I too have seen so many pictures posted on Twitter about all the custom me avatars they placed in the game, including the ones for freaking the NPCs. Of course you get the typical one where it's you have the lovey-dovey couple featuring Peter Griffin and Hatsune Miku.
No, it's I can't wait to restart my... Because when I got Metopia, the 4 characters that I ended up making for it to go on an adventure is my personal ultimate fanfic. It consists of Futaba from Persona 5, Tharja from Fire Emblem Awakening, Tien Shinhan from Dragon Ball, and Gambit from X-Men.
Oh, meanwhile, Maniac is like, by the way, here's this crazy me someone made, and it's literally like a me, but someone actually like made the it's a me character wearing like the head of Steve from Minecraft.
Hypothesis asks, any chance of a Sonic Prime Let's Watch?
Sonic Prime? What was Sonic Prime?
Oh yeah, it's
That's
the upcoming Netflix series.
I think it would be safe to say, we'll definitely do some kind of like a video or something discussing it. But as far as like, oh, what if we all watched it together or something? It's like, again, like, I don't know how some channels are able to get away with it and others aren't, by actually showing like copyrighted, stuff like that. Because I know YouTube can be very, very picky, so I don't know. I mean, I can see us at least doing a discussion video, just talking about, what we liked, what we didn't like. I mean, I can definitely see that.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Like, the safest approach to that would essentially just do it like how it was with the Golden Week Geek Outs or other discussion videos we've done, or more appropriately, when we initially talked about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie last February of last year. It's like we could. It's like if anything, we could always like tackle it that way. Honestly.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
I can't seem to get the shape of Sora's head in a good fashion that I like.
Okay. Somebody said, make the stock icon similar to the Sora emoji from Disney's Emoji Blitz.
What?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Hold on. Let me take a look at that. I'm gonna hide the page though, because once again, I'm on display mode, not windowed mode. Because if I was on window mode, we'd be experiencing that terrible glitchiness, like we saw last stream.
Okay.
So
BJ, Mr. Maniac, he has a request. If we do get to the heavy, or whenever it is that we do get to the heavy in these aesthetic streams, he would like to be in the call to kind of like, throw his 2 cents in, specifically for heavy. Would that be okay?
Depends. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we gotta see if we're gonna get to him.
Yeah.
Right.
What was it? Kingdom Hearts stickers? Is that what it is? Disney stickers?
Ah.
What was it called again?
Kingdom Hearts sticker stars.
What was it?
Hang on.
You know what I should do? I should put the image icon, the scrolling images back up, so that way whenever I turn off the display to hide stuff that I don't want being shown on screen, people can at least look at stuff. Look at the scrolling characters. Now you can be reminded of who I've made movesets for and who I haven't made movesets for. Okay.
Disney Emoji Blitz.
Disney Emoji Blitz.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't scroll up to it. I'm trying to write down requests. So, as usual, I've taken up my duties as trying to write down your guys' requests in the chats. So it's like I was in the middle of typing.
I mean, that is literally just a stock icon. It's not the shape of Sora's head, though, is the issue. Plus, it's just that, but like I'd have to change the head, like the shape of his face, and then delete the face. So I'm better off just making them on my own. I'll also go ahead and take this time actually to open up the docs. There we go. Okay.
And thank you, Jeff Kunins, for the $5 donation. if you do another Disney character in the future, like Mickey Mouse, will they have the same series icon as Sora?
Excellent question. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Because Sora, I think, would have specifically have a Kingdom Hearts like series icon. Whereas if I do end up doing any Disney character specifically that, while they do appear in Kingdom Hearts, don't originate from Kingdom Hearts, they'd probably have their own deal. Alright, now to make Sora's hair. Wish me luck.
Break a leg, champ.
Okay. Somebody asked, have you played Spectre of Torment?
That's the or the Shovel Knight thing. I have not. I have not touched Shovel Knight since I did the moveset of him specifically. And even then, I only did the Shovel Knight mode.
Okay. Loaded question. Loaded question. Galaxy Boy with the loaded question.
Oh no.
What are your thoughts on Balan Wonderworld?
Danny, the floor is yours.
I mean, we've pretty much already talked about this for the most part. It's just not a good game. It's about actually it's funny because earlier before I started this stream I took Sophia to Walmart so she can buy some Joy-Cons for her friend's birthday that's coming up. While we were there, we saw Balan, the game Balan Wonderworld on the shelf, and it went down $10 already.
Oh, it's already happening. Oh,
yeah, it's already happening.
Still not worth $40
yes.
though.
Well, no, it's down to $50 because it started at $60. Now it's at $50, but that's still too expensive.
All right, well, regardless of such, $50, $40, it's still not worth either one of those prices.
$10 is still too expensive for this game.
Yeah, because so like I know I've mentioned this. I think we mentioned this in your chat, specifically on one of your streams, BJ. I know I've talked about this I know we've talked about this several times on SNG, but I'll say it again here. The demo has definitely soured my perception on the game because I was initially really excited because I was like, obviously it looked like it was meant to be kind of a spiritual successor to Knights, which you guys should obviously know I'm a huge fan of. So that demo, oof. that's I think the best way I can describe the demo was oof. And then then the game came out and I was hearing all kinds of things about it. The guy that does the series, What Happened? I think he recently
Matt McMuscles.
Yeah, he just did a What Happened on Balan Wonderworld, and he really got into the development, and it was just, oh god, this was it was doomed to fail. That's really what it sounds like. This was a project that was just doomed to fail.
Yeah.
And it's really hurts too, because it's like, the graphics and the music and stuff, like the presentation wise, on that front, it looks really nice. But the rest of the game suffers so bad from it. And especially when it comes to the story, or should I say the lack of story, because the story is printed in a side novel. And you know how Square loves to throw important details in side content and have you pay for it. Because, they can't be bothered to put a complete experience in their own goddamn games anymore.
Language.
So it's just like, oh god, it's just like, it's so painful. It's like you have the knife in my chest. Twisted already. It's so painful to see that was what it ended up happening. I mean, I think at this point, the only way I'd be willing to even actually try the full game of Balan Wonderworld is if the price drops to like $5 or something. I mean, it's like, I am not paying full price for a game that does not look like it's anywhere near completion. And it's like, even then, like, I would play it just to roast it on SNG.
Pretty much. Oh well. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
Could have had potential, but the way I see it, literally anything can have potential. And it's just a matter of what you do with that potential. And
Right.
how squandered it ends up being. Because honestly, I really don't like that argument where people try to defend something bad saying it has potential. It's like, yeah, it could have. Everything has potential. It's a matter of what you do with that potential.
Right. It's like, it's like, yeah, everything's got potential. It's like what a game could have been admirable. But sadly, that's not what we got.
Nope.
So it's like it's like you can't just like, oh, I forgive, shoddy gameplay because, the potential is limitless. It's like, that's not how this works, guys. I'm sorry, but it just isn't.
It's like you can't judge a game based on what it could have been. You got to judge it based on what you were given. And that's what, because I mean, heck, it's like a big part of my What If moveset series is looking for the potential that characters could have if they were given Smash movesets. It's bringing out, it's bringing to life that possible potential. But again, like, it's subjective how you see if you see if that potential was squandered or not. But there are just certain aspects where you can only go so far to defend something, I find.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this recent out of nowhere following for Sonic 06. People trying to say that was such a masterpiece, and it was like, no, it was not. Again, it's like, if you enjoyed it, fine, that's okay. But don't sit here and try to claim that it's something that it's not. You're allowed to enjoy.
It's like, what?
You're allowed
It's
to
like,
enjoy
what?
bad games. You're allowed to enjoy bad games. There's no reason, but don't sit here and try to claim that it was good. Just don't.
Yeah, it's like, what are you on? Where can I get some? And can it fit my budget? That's what I want to know.
It's like
listen, I get Sonic Forces hit us pretty hard, but let's not delude ourselves.
Like, Sonic Forces was not a great game. It wasn't a terrible game, but it was a very, I would say it was a very mediocre game at best. But it was still leagues better than what Sonic 06 gave. But literally, to use myself as an example, I really enjoy playing the game Sonic Chronicles. I will never say that it's a good game. I openly admit that it's a bad game. I still enjoy playing it. After I cheese it around a little bit and spend some time grinding for the chow that lets you that let you completely skip the action commands. And I also don't. I also play it with the music off, but I still enjoy playing it. So it's like. Something about this doesn't look right. Hold on. Let me actually do this. Yeah.
Like, maybe some of the top spikes on Sora's head could maybe be a little bit taller.
Either taller. I'm thinking like they need to be scrunched in a little bit. Hold on, let me try this. Because I feel like I might have made them too wide. So bring them in just a little bit. Yeah, maybe bring it up just a tad like this.
Bagamations wants to know, would Octoling in Smash be an Echo Fighter of the Inkling or more of a unique fighter?
It could be both, honestly.
Yeah, it could be both, because I could certainly, me just speaking as I loved playing Octolings when those became available, and that when Splatoon 3 comes out, I will again be sticking as playing an Octoling. But it's I would think you could easily make the Octoling its own fighter just by utilizing the Splatoon 2 weaponry. In terms of Echo Fighters, the way I see it, there is no character that should be
specifically designated to Echo Fighter and can't be anything else. I think, like, literally any character that can be an Echo Fighter could have their own moveset too. It's mostly a matter of, like, just wanting to utilize the Echo Fighter concept. Like, in reality, whenever in my movesets, whenever I make a character an Echo Fighter for another character, that's, like, literally because I like the idea of Echo Fighters. But those characters that I've made Echo Fighters, like Roxas here, for example, they could have their own movesets. There's no reason why they couldn't. I just like giving Echo Fighters, but only if I think they actually work. Like, if they actually, like, if it actually would function, like, properly by the definition of an Echo Fighter.
Okay.
I think what I need to actually do is
Could it be possible for Could it be possible for Metopia classes to be Smash characters?
I
don't see why not.
Yeah. To get moveset,
I mean, I guess request them.
Yeah, to get moveset specifically, yeah, request them. Like, if they get enough requests. You know what I think it is? Yeah, I need to make Sora's hair spikier. Not spiky enough.
More spike.
Like, Sora needs to
See,
be able
here's
to...
what you do.
Sora needs to be able to impale people with his hair.
Yeah, his hair is the sword. People want to complain about the overabundance of sword fighters, but what if the sword was his hair?
And Utopia's been, I've been seeing Utopia all over Twitter today, but I already know, come 2 days, we're just going to be seeing pictures of Pokemon Snap everywhere on the 30th.
Yeah.
Because that is literally a photo game, so you know everyone's going to be taking pictures. And...
Get ready for photo bombs. Speaking of which, how do you all feel about Splatoon 3? Or at least what little we've seen of it.
I've never been a Splatoon fan, so I have no opinion.
I definitely like some of the ideas. Like having a bow and arrow is awesome. I love the idea of having a weird, creepy looking salmonid as a pet. I love it. And from what I was seeing, even like how they're gonna change some of the gameplay, like, rather than just having everybody just like teleport in on one teleport pad, it's like, okay, it looks like maybe you get to pick and choose like in a general area where you're going to land. That is, I think, is going to be a pretty interesting shakeup. So, I mean, from what little we've seen, it looks interesting. So, I mean, I'm game.
Okay, now so that's Sora's stock icon. I think it looks pretty good now that I fixed up the hair a little bit. As for the Kingdom Hearts series icon, I pretty much already have an idea of what it is, but but before I say it, I'm curious to see what the docs show for it. So let me just hide the camera real quick.
When is the Assist Trophies 2 coming out?
I don't know, cause the interesting thing about Assist Trophies is that I am going to be way more picky on what I think should be an Assist Trophy compared to just getting a moveset. Because if I think they have moveset potential, then I'm not going to make them an Assist Trophy. I'm just not. Like, I'm literally only going to make them an Assist Trophy if I don't immediately see moveset potential, and if I think they would work better as an Assist Trophy, which are so few characters. Like, this is not a thing that I'm forcing. It's literally like, if I see it, I see it. Yeah, okay. I pretty much figured that's literally exactly what it was. It's like, okay. Let me get to Google and just get an image of that.
Do you have a favorite Kingdom Hearts world?
Ooh,
And I got to think about that one myself.
You know what? I really enjoyed both the Toy Story world, the Monsters Inc. world, and the San Francisco world in Kingdom Hearts 3. I just loved how fleshed out those worlds were, honestly.
Okay. I know. That's what I'm trying to think. I guess it's because I have a soft spot. I love this movie, but I like the Nightmare Before Christmas worlds. Like, both in 1 and 2. Like, you got Halloween Town in 1, but then we got to go to Christmas Town in 2. So I'm like, yeah, more of that, please.
Yeah, really.
You know, I mean, like, it was a very simple world, but it was a lot of fun. So I got to say, like, easily Nightmare Before Christmas was one of my favorite worlds.
I suppose I should also say, like, on principle alone, I also loved the Stitch world from Birth by Sleep. On principle alone.
No, dude, I remembered when, I mean, like, BJ can attest to this. So when Birth by Sleep came out on the PSP, I went and bought that game. BJ specifically asked me, okay, when you get to the Lilo and Stitch world, do not play it until, because at the time we were all Discord wasn't around, so we were all on Skype. He said, do not play the Lilo and Stitch world until you and I are in a Skype call together, and turn that volume up because I want to hear it. So even though he didn't actually see the gameplay, he heard the gameplay. So he was like fangirling, like fanboying so hard. Whenever a character would talk, he was like freaking out.
I still remember like how surprised I was that they made Sparky a boss. Experiment 221. Because, like, wait a minute, that's a Disney Channel thing. That wasn't from the original movie. That was literally, like, for Disney Channel. They're bringing Disney Channel stuff into this? I loved that show when I was a kid. Like Lilo and Stitch the series. So seeing them incorporate the other experiments, like, oh my, I actually had lost it. I was so excited.
Yeah, and then it was like, well, I gotta play it. It's like, well, I finished one character. You know, it was like, I gotta go play the other 2. And it's like, okay, we're doing it again. So it's like, so in all 3 of the rounds, BJ heard the Lilo and Stitch world. Didn't care about the other worlds. He just cared about the Lilo and Stitch world.
That's how I be. Yes, Lego Sora. Sparky was the experiment that ended up living in the lighthouse. It was the yellow Stitch with the long antenna.
Okay.
Because, like, to this day, Lilo and Stitch is actually my favorite Disney movie. Followed up by Ratatouille.
Favorite Stitch experiment?
Ooh, I gotta go. I have to think back on that one. Ooh. Because I remember, yeah, I was obsessed with the experiments. Like, learning about all the new ones when I was a kid. Like Pokemon levels of obsessed. Like, wanting to know all of them. Based on the ones I remember, I gotta be able to remember them. Because, like, dang, it has been a while.
Everyone remembers 625. He even has his own game. Where you made sandwiches.
Yeah, which, for those who don't know, he actually was finally given a name. His name is Ruben. He is called Ruben. Oh, you know what? I just remembered a certain experiment that I'm not going to talk about on stream. Because it's not exactly appropriate. So.
Okay.
We also
All right.
can't forget Angel.
Pro Wolf. There is one character I want to see in Kingdom Hearts, but I don't know if they remember him. Which character?
Anyone from Black Cauldron.
Oh God, that'd be. Okay, not for nothing. That would be a creepy but interesting world if they dived into the Black Cauldron.
He could also be talking about.
It'll never happen, but it'd be interesting.
He could also be talking about Treasure Planet, because that was kind of an underrated gem I found. And I think would make for
That's
a real.
true. Yeah.
I think that'd make for a really interesting Kingdom Hearts world.
I remembered a while ago, like years and years and years ago, before KH3 came along, we did like a discussion video on SNG talking about like what would be some like Disney movies and characters that we would like to see get represented in the series.
Yeah.
And I know like one of mine, I still say this could be interesting. If you want to dive more into some of the live action Disney movies, how about a world based on Mary Poppins?
That'd be
Like with all the kooky crap that was happening in that movie, man, you could do some flipped out stuff. I think Mary Poppins would make for a fun movie, like a fun world.
I still want my Emperor's New Groove world.
Please.
If you have an Emperor's New Groove world, you have to have a point where you hit a lever, go down the slide, make your way back up, and they all have to say, "Why does she even have that lever?"
Exactly. It could be a it could be a slide. It could be a sliding mini game like the vine things in Tarzan.
Yeah, and then you gotta climb all the way back up just to get that cutscene. Why does she even have that lever?
Okay, but the thing, as funny as that would be, they can only get away with doing that joke once. Because if they do it too many times, we'd literally get a repeat of the Frozen world in Kingdom Hearts 3, and that wasn't fun.
Oh, true. What Disney Channel animated show do you want to see in a future Kingdom Hearts game?
Kim Possible. Where's Kim Possible?
Please.
She had a cameo episode with Lilo and Stitch. So canonically, they're in the same world. Where's Kim Possible?
You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb here. I'm gonna say, how about Tailspin? I mean, because we already have Scrooge, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So in a way, we technically DuckTales already has some rep-in going on, even if it's not really repping the series itself. I mean, Darkwing Duck would be interesting too, but like I remembered hearing like originally I think they were planning on putting the Jungle Book in Kingdom Hearts 1, but then Tarzan came out and they said, well, let's market Tarzan, and that's how Tarzan Tarzan got in.
I believe actually Jungle Book was going to be in Birth by Sleep. There's even actually assets of a Jungle Book world in Birth by Sleep, but for some reason it was cut.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like, I would just say, like, okay, it's clear that they want to get Jungle Book in at some point. So, like, if you're not going to put Jungle Book in there, you know what? Put Baloo on a plane. Give us Tailspin.
Wait a minute. What about American Dragon? That'd be a fun world. That'd be a fun world. American Dragon.
Please.
A bunch of people are saying Gravity Falls.
That'd be a fun world.
That'd be cool.
It'd be a horrifying world, but it'd be a fun world.
No, see, I still agree with Matt Mattelli when they were Let's Playing Kingdom Hearts 2 on the Super Gaming Brothers, where they have to bring in Max Goof sometime. He and Goofy team up, and they become the Goof Troop.
Where is Max? Like, what happened to Max?
I need to find my boy Max.
Oh, God.
Like,
you ready to beat some heartless Max?
I just can't wait for the day when, because I wonder if Sora even knows about Max. I feel like Goofy's the kind of guy that would, at least, like, considering how close they are, I feel like Goofy is the kind of guy to show, like, Max's baby pictures at least once to Sora, but I feel like whenever that does, like, come up, that's gonna be, like, a point for Sora where he's like, Goofy's a dad?
Hey, my son.
And I'm okay. Lego Sora actually brings up a good point here, and I totally agree with what you're saying. What about a world based specifically on the Haunted Mansion? Not the movie, the ride. Like you actually go into the Haunted Mansion, so you get the stretching room. You go, you meet the fortune teller in the crystal ball with the floating instruments. You go into the graveyard. You go into the ballroom with the dancing ghosts. That would be awesome.
That would be interesting, though. I think they probably would opt to just base it off the movie to give them at least a concept, because Pirates was a ride first, and they turned it into it was the same thing. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Except the Pirates of the Caribbean movies were actually successes.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, it's like the Haunted Mansion didn't. That didn't. Work out.
They go to Haunted Mansion, meet Eddie Murphy, and they're like, "Why do you sound like Mushu?" Mushu, is that you?
Even though
Why do you sound like that little lizard from below? Hey, dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing. Sorry for my sudden absence earlier. I been doing some laundry and I was in the middle of washing dishes.
You're good.
Maniac. Okay, Mr. Maniac, how would you feel if we got a Star Wars world? At this rate, it better be the Mandalorian, because that's like the one really good Disney era Star Wars thing to have come out. I'm not a big fan of the trilogy, but the Mandalorian, there's a reason why people like it. It is good. Yeah. So it's if you're gonna give me a Star Wars world for Kingdom Hearts, if you're not gonna do the classic trilogy, give me the Mandalorian.
In which case, here is the Kingdom Hearts icon. How does it look? I also went ahead and just threw it on Roxas since.
It looks good.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, just...
So, Danny, what now needs to happen is we need to have Baby Yoda as a son.
Oh, that would
wait, hold on. What wasn't that character's name officially revealed?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, but nobody calls it by its real name. They're still gonna call it Baby Yoda.
I actually completely forgot what the real name of Baby Yoda was.
Family Jewels was making fun of it a while ago.
It was called Grogu or something. It had a really weird name like that.
I thought it was like Grubs Skiddo or something like that.
Baby Grubs, come here.
I don't remember what the name was exactly, but I mean, at the end of the day, nobody is referring to him like that. Everybody until Mandalorian comes to an end, he's always going to be just Baby Yoda.
Yeah. All right. In which case, to quickly halt the conversation. So, the Kingdom Hearts world. So, I have two ideas for this. The docs already show one idea, but one of them is Destiny Islands. The other one I was thinking was the heart, the heart platform, like the giant mural that appears that shows
the stained glass areas.
Yeah. So which do you think would work better, Destiny Islands or the stained glass?
I would honestly say the stained glass, because that would also help bring in Roxas too.
Yeah, fair. Because Roxas doesn't get a stage. He's an Echo Fighter. Loser.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, but
nobody.
But even if you want to bring in other Kingdom Hearts characters, if sometime in the future, if you end up doing Riku or Kairi or somebody else from Kingdom Hearts, it's that would be a general world.
That said, what is that world called? What is that area actually called?
Some people are saying it's well, I know the song title to that when you're in there, it's called Dive to the Heart. I don't know if that's what the area specifically is called. I do know that that's the music that plays. I know that's the musical theme is Dive to the Heart.
Okay, I guess here we go. It's probably the best I'm gonna be able to find at the moment here. Okay. So go ahead and there you are. Okay, so that was pretty easy. So classic route. What would Sora's classic route be?
Something either related to heart or light and darkness.
Or traveling to worlds in general. Since
it could be.
That's what the boy does. He likes to travel a lot.
Right. Traveling. He's locking up. Stuff. So.
Like I'd opt for an idea where he's traveling to different worlds, fighting dark-based characters that represent Heartless. But I feel like there's already a lot of classic routes that kind of go off the idea of fighting like darkness-based things.
I think you're right.
I think there have been.
Yeah. There have been.
Crystal Stargirl says Kirby could be the Heartless.
Kirby? Why Kirby? Kirby's not Heartless.
Kirby has Heartless colors.
Oh no! Earlier, like I don't know if I don't recall if anybody pointed this out earlier, but Malik with the $5 donation, asking, isn't it called the Sanctuary?
Is it called the Sanctuary?
Well,
Sanctuary!
That I don't know. I know that's the name of the main song from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You know what? What? Okay. All right. So the fan made like the community idea for this. Yeah, like I don't much care for the idea of the darkness, but they do add a little tidbit that I do agree with. Like, no matter what he's doing, in all of Sora's fights, he has to be accompanied by Duck Hunt.
Yeah, just like with Madam C123 was saying, an idea for classic mode. Every round has Sora paired up with the Duck Hunt in references to Donald and Goofy.
Yes, that's genius. That is genius.
Okay, so
that's perfect.
We still need to think of a theme of some kind. I do like the world traveling theme at the very least.
Is there I know some people were mentioning Organization 13 or having characters representing Organization 13. I think that would probably be more suited for Roxas.
Yeah, save it for Roxas, I'd say. But like
what about the 13 Darkness and the 7 Lights thing that they were starting to pull in the recent games?
I don't really know how that would work exactly, because Sora is one of the lights, so.
I mean, grab like 13 dark characters, 7 light characters.
Yes, Maniac. I know you can't see it. I have it turned off. On purpose.
Okay. Characters that represent Disney villains.
Would there be enough for that though? I don't know.
You know what?
Well, I mean, we have a ridiculously large roster, so I don't think that's necessarily a problem. I think it's just a matter of finding like the most suitable.
Yeah.
Korn is Maleficent.
Who would be Pete?
Inkling is Ursula.
Yeah.
How about?
You need Ursula. You need Oogie Boogie. You need Captain Hook. You need Jafar. You need Maleficent. You need Pete.
Hades.
Wait,
Hades.
also,
Yes.
So
I feel like Bowser is Pete. Like.
I can see Bowser being Pete actually.
And also, Snake is Clayton.
Well, I mean, we know that. There's
Snake
villains.
ever get hung?
It's like, it's those kinds of villains, but like, we need more. I was thinking more like, like the main villains, yeah.
The reoccurring ones.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like a giant Inkling as Ursula.
No, then you see, then at the very end of the journey, Sora has to fight Sephiroth, who's posing as Ansem.
Why does that fit? Stupid, edgy, long-haired.
Yes.
And even better, when he's fighting Sephiroth, he's accompanied by the Shadow, who's Ganondorf.
Oh God.
BJ, I think we have to do this.
I think on principle that needs to be done.
I think that
On principle.
I like the idea of Sephiroth being like the final boss to represent Ansem or whatever. And I of course love the idea of Duck Hunt being in every fight with him as like a team battle. I'm not super in love with the idea of each character representing a Disney villain though. I don't know.
Oh.
No, wait a minute. You know what? Actually, I think we could make this work. Horde battles. We can.
True, yeah.
We can make it so that Sora fights darkness characters related to darkness, representing Heartless, but they would all be Horde battles. So we fight like a ton of them, and you're accompanied by Donald and Goofy. Duck Hunt.
Okay, yeah, that can work.
That I like that
yeah.
actually. There we go.
I do want to say this though: Giant Incineroar as Scar.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what would the title be?
Hmm.
What would the classic title be?
Simple and clean.
Simple and clean.
I think the Door to Darkness might work here, actually.
Did somebody say the door to darkness?
Uh-huh.
Let's just go with that. Keep it simple and clean.
Yeah.
Simple and clean. I'm telling you, simple and clean.
I love it.
It writes itself.
The Door to Darkness. Let's see. All matches are
Just name it after some complicated Kingdom Hearts name, like Kingdom Hearts 7 to the square root of Christ.
Oh no.
Don't give Square ideas.
Oh, it's fine. Square doesn't really get that many ideas nowadays, don't you know?
For Roxas, call it To Be Whole Again or I Am Me. I think that last one is for Shadow, though. He's got dibs on that one.
I am all of me.
Yes.
and you always are partnered with Duck Hunt. Yep. Okay. Just put that right in there.
Like, come on!
Oh dear.
Well,
Do you think Tomodachi Life 2 will come out?
Oh, I don't know.
Have they said it, or were they making one?
You got me. Actually,
Oh, Duck Hunt needs to be Alt 2. The colors are perfect, according to Caro.
Alt 2?
Yeah, I guess Alt 2 for Duck Hunt.
I have to see it. Like Brian,
Hey.
what's the second alt for Duck Hunt?
hold on, I'll get them.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah, the dog. Yeah, the bird. Okay, yeah. Hang on. Yeah, I agree. I can agree.
What's
That
the, is What's the alt? Is it literally black dog, white duck?
black dog, blue and white duck, black dog.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's Donald and Goofy.
All right. Now Sora's boxing ring title. Sora's been called a lot over the years. What would his boxing ring title be? Let me see what
What is there a general name that usually sticks? I mean, I know he's gotten a bunch of titles, but hasn't like I'm trying to remember. It's like I know like they called. I know like in Kingdom Hearts like 1, he was usually seen as like the chosen.
Yeah.
Like chosen by the Keyblade. Like,
Delivery boy.
The delivery
you're
boy.
the one. Yeah, it's like you were the one chosen by the Keyblade, and like I know that's been a big thing.
The community has him as the key bearer. That's a little too broad. Especially nowadays, where kind of anybody can be a Keyblade wielder.
Yeah, including Axel, where he's like, man, I wish I could have a Keyblade. Oh.
The Keymaster. But he never was a master. He never got to be. He failed his exam. So he's not a master.
Yeah, like Parkway Ninja. It's like the Keyblade's chosen.
Oh wait, hold on. I like Drummer Hounds, the junior hero.
Okay.
Yes!
Yes. The junior hero.
I like that one actually.
Also, hey Brandon, how's it going, dude?
Hello.
Hey.
It was between either Junior Heroes or Delivery Boy.
Let's see. I saw Blaze Warrior say, "What about what?" I saw Blaze Warrior's like, "What about the Keymaster?" It's like that only works if we have a gatekeeper.
And again, technically, Sora's not a Keyblade master.
Yeah, he failed his exam. Riku's a Keyblade master.
Okay, I'd like to remind people that failure was not his fault.
It doesn't matter. He still got that F.
And that also said, if you want to get super technical, Sora also isn't the chosen one, because technically Riku was the chosen one, but that boy gave into darkness a little too soon, so it literally passed it to Sora.
And he failed.
Yeah, Sora was literally sloppy seconds to the key.
Yeah, again, he was the delivery boy.
I showed up to upsetting times.
I'm sorry. I gotta go with Junior Hero. That one's just too good.
Yeah, I like Junior Hero. That one's funny.
He only failed because Yensid is that one teacher.
Anyway, hello everybody in chat.
How was the newly online features in Super Mario Party?
I was in heaven. I'm still in heaven.
It's like, well, now I definitely need to try to get my hands on the game whenever I get the chance.
I will buy the game for you. I will buy the game for you right now.
You know what? Actually, that reminds me. Hold on.
Bruh.
Brandon, remind me. What was Kirby? What was Super Kirby Clash? What game was that again?
Wait, Super Kirby Clash. You're talking about the.
Hold on.
You're talking about the. Yeah, I know what game you're talking about. You're referring to the one where you like do quests with people, right? And it's free to download.
Yeah. Super Kirby Clash. Danny, about $10 from Malik. Thank you, Danny. About Splatoon 3, I'm excited for it. Surprisingly, Ellie finds it too early. I checked the years, and it's going to be 4 years. Okay, so Malik is effectively asking, do you think Splatoon 3 is coming too soon?
What was the time gap between 1 and 2?
4 years. Or between 1 and 2, I don't know.
Let's see. Well, okay. Well, it's like if memory serves, I believe Splatoon 1 came out like in summer 2015. I'll have to double check that actually, but I'm pretty sure it was like somewhere in 2015. Let me see. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So yes, Splatoon 1 came out May 28th, 2015. And then Splatoon 2 came out close to 2 years afterwards, I believe.
Okay. So there was a 2-year gap between 1 and 2, and there's going to be a 4-year gap between 2 to 3. I mean, I don't see a problem. If we're honestly, if we're saying, oh, it's too soon, it sounds like we got more out of 2 than we did with 1. So it's like, I don't see that as being too early, especially if it's double the time.
Yeah, it's like what was it? Yeah, Splatoon 2 came out like July 21st, 2017. So yeah, considering the time gap between those two games, and now the initial release year that Splatoon 3 is gonna come out, yeah, I think that's fair. That's
Yeah.
that's very fair when it comes to time window between both games.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like I mean I know I personally am not complaining about it because I still need to actually play the game. I have it, I just haven't had the time to actually play it and try to get invested in it enough before 3 comes out.
Right. And that's where it's like, and again, like, from what little that we've seen of what they're doing with Splatoon 3, I mean, it looks interesting. Like, we've already seen some new weapons. Like, I know the big one was the bow and arrow. That was a big one, but I think there was a couple of other ones that they showcased, or at least showcased some returning weapons. I know we're getting, like, a little crackhead salmonid as a pet. I love it.
Mhm.
And just like how with how they were fought, like the final Splatfest in 1 affected story in Splatoon 2, it looks like the final Splatfest is affecting in Splatoon 3 because we are going into Mad Max territory, and I am totally okay with this.
Okay. In which case, so what I was trying to ask before as well is that earlier, I went to GameStop earlier to pick up some more games that I need for future movesets. I will not say what games because, again, I guess that'd be spoilers. But while I was there, I renewed my my GameStop premium membership, and when I did so, they gave me a free copy for a code for Super Kirby Clash. And I personally don't think that I was going to download it myself. So I was gonna ask you guys if any of you wanted it.
I guess I can take it. I might be the only one here. I might be the only other one here that actually has the game.
Oh, you already have it?
Super Kirby Clash. I don't think it's a download code for the game itself because the game itself should be free to download.
Yeah, I believe. Oh man, I think I did download it once at one point, but then I eventually deleted it, if only because at the time I was very limited on storage.
It's a free download. Then what's the point of giving it to me for free? It seems like
Because they're not losing anything.
I mean, it might.
It's GameStop.
BJ, somebody was saying that Sora's title name got erased.
Oh, that it did. Where'd it go?
Are you sure it was Kirby Super Kirby Clash that they gave you? It could have been Kirby Fighters too.
No, it says Kirby Super Clash on the receipt.
It's probably a code for some in-game content then. Because that was my first thing I was gonna say is I'm pretty sure that game is free.
Okay.
Here it is.
Roxas, it's like Roxas's ring title. Who will I have ice cream with? Now, honestly, I'm trying. It's like I'm trying. Roxas's organization number. He was number 13, right?
Yeah, I kind of already had this one like kind of pre-thought out.
Yeah,
I
figured his organization number.
Yeah,
would be the most fitting.
Number 13. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's unfortunately getting to that time for me.
No.
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 Yeah, so I have to go and get overworked again because people want to be quitting bitches.
Aww.
I know.
No
I
cursing
know.
in my streams.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Brian.
They made me do it.
I'm sorry for you being overworked, but watch your mouth.
They made me do it.
Not only do you need to brush your teeth before going to work, you need to put some soap in that mouth of yours.
Joke's on you. I eat glue every day.
The heck you do?
I want the chat to know I don't support this kind of behavior. You should probably go to work, sir.
Yeah, I shall. Yeah, I shall get ready.
All right.
Later.
All right, you good luck with the Smash aesthetics.
You know what?
I was about to say, oh, break a leg, Brian.
You know what? Actually, I need to try to find like a front what's the word? profile of Roxas because this diagonal one's not going to do me any good.
Alright, that being said, I am going to check the eShop for something
Okay,
because
it's like just like copy and paste Sora's icon, just give it a windswept look for Roxas. Because I mean that's literally what it looks like. It looks like he's got the same spikes as Sora, but like his front bangs, it's kind of like got like a weird like wavy like windswept look to it.
Well, I mean, Roxas's face is kind of is shaped a tad bit differently because he's not based off Sora. He's based off Ventus.
This is true. That lives inside Sora. Why
Yeah.
must you make this? Why must you make this complicated, Square?
Because they're trying to offend you specifically, Danny.
What? After all the love I gave that company for years.
I never felt so betrayed in all my life. You had me at hello, Square.
You had me at Final Fantasy VII.
And then it all went downhill when 8 came around.
okay, it's not that bad.
But then 9 brought me back.
and then it happened again when you brought in 10. You're literally toying with my emotions, Square.
10 is a mixed bag. 10 is a mixed bag, but it's not a bad game.
I don't know. Okay, joking aside for context, freaking
10-2 on the other hand.
Oh God! Don't even get me started.
And there it is.
It's bad enough that I'm not a big fan of 10, but then they had to give it a sequel and make it worse.
The Gull Wings live on.
Yeah, for context for people in the chat, like joking aside, like I'm only throwing jokes out there based on what Danny said about the game. I can't make any definitive opinions on Kingdom Hearts 10. Oh God, no!
Kingdom Hearts. Well, I mean, hold on. Actually, hold on. You say that accidentally, but
You laughed.
I think there are 10. I think there are 10 Kingdom Hearts games though, aren't there? Hold on.
Yeah, it's like you,
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Chain of Memories, 358, Dream Drop, Birth by Sleep,
Oh no! What?
Recoded.
Wait.
Union Cross,
Recoded.
Yeah, Union Cross,
Wait, hold on.
Recoded. Fragmentary Passage.
Yep, that's 10. That's at least 10 right there.
Oh my goodness.
It's
Hold on.
like,
I need to confirm this for myself.
Okay. The people are saying, Danny, explain Kingdom Hearts lore. How can I? It keeps getting retconned.
Okay,
I can't explain it.
I can explain. I can explain Kingdom Hearts lore.
I can explain Kingdom Hearts lore. I actually understand it.
I can explain
I
Kingdom
want to
Hearts.
explain Kingdom Hearts. No, I want to explain Kingdom Hearts. No, you need to let me explain Kingdom Hearts.
I can explain Kingdom Hearts. I own every single game.
Me. Well, you three have fun explaining Kingdom Hearts. I'm going to continue washing more dishes for a little bit. I'll be right back.
And
Wait, Ryan, I need you to do me a favor.
Yo, what's up?
Check your Switch later and tell me how much space you have.
Sure.
I mean, you don't have to do it now since you said you have to wash dishes, but
Right. Yeah. I'll check on that when I can. Anyway, yeah. I'll be right back in just a sec.
because
Yes,
I don't think.
I understand the Kingdom Hearts lore, at least up until like the past, like what is it, like the what's it called? Hold on, Sophia, get in here.
Oh God, he's bringing out the big guns.
Guys, I love this. I love what Nintendo just decided to do.
Is she even awake?
Nintendo. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you who keep up with Nintendo, whether it be on Twitter or anywhere else, know that they just shadow dropped a huge update for Super Mario Party that allows for online multiplayer on the boards. And they just updated the eShop to solidify this by saying, supercharged fun for friends and family, now with online play in board game mode and mini games. they went above and beyond. They even went above and beyond on Twitter by making these promotion videos specifically addressing the fact that Super Mario Party now has online mode for the boards and everything, and I think it's just the funniest thing. It makes me think that they planned this entire time, but decided to just wait 2+ years to actually get it out there. Like I don't know. Like regardless, it's still history's been made.
I'm gonna guess that Sophia's taking a nap. Yeah, like, cause my sister Sophia, my little, like, she is a Kingdom Hearts fanatic. She knows all the lore. She knows literally everything about it. Cause like, and it's funny because I'm the one that introduced her to the game. Cause like fun.
Oh wait, oh sorry, I just remembered another Kingdom Hearts game that we didn't mention.
What's that?
Melody of Memory.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That was the recent one. So yeah, there's definitely more than 10 Kingdom Hearts games. But regardless, cause like, I was the one that introduced Kingdom Hearts to Sophia because I remember like I felt like playing it, and I was like, you know what, there's Disney characters in this, and Sophia likes Disney. I'll see if she'll enjoy watching it. I created a monster.
Oh.
She fell in love with it and actually became like the kind of like super Kingdom Hearts fangirl that like.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, it is all my fault. Though I did make sure to be a responsible brother, and I did make sure to give her the true Kingdom Hearts experience, which is why after we beat 1, we went straight to 2.
Everyone dogs on Rechain of Memories, and I don't know why.
It's not that I dog on it. It's just like I said, I wanted to give her the true Kingdom Hearts experience, the one where you see 1 and then you see 2 and think, oh, that's just the next game. How are these people supposed to know there was a side game made for a completely separate console?
Okay. Like, to be fair,
that literally like is the actual direct sequel of Kingdom Hearts 1 that leads into Kingdom Hearts 2. How are they supposed to know that?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna let you finish, but I need to address something that just popped up in the chat. AG Silver Radio, I promise you, the online functionality of Super Mario Party now actually runs flawlessly. I ran multiple sets with my girlfriend earlier today before I had to go to a doctor's appointment.
Who lives in Germany, by the way?
Yeah, like, and I ran multiple sets of online games on Super Mario Party with her earlier today, on my streams, and the sessions ran flawlessly.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's like if you're playing with like just friends and not just like random people who you don't even know for sure whether or not they have good internet, like you are not gonna have any issues running the game.
But like that also said, like back to Kingdom Hearts, it's like something else that I also did for Sophia. I wanted to surprise her on the Disney worlds that were actually present. So like in between worlds, like whenever we go to like the overworld, like in the gummy ship, I would always have her turn away or close her eyes. So and then only have her open them after we enter the world so she can be surprised. And I still remember her reaction when we got to Pride Lands in Kingdom Hearts 2. She was so excited. And she lost it even more when she saw Sora turn into a lion.
Aww.
Like, she was already pretty excited to see Simba, like, in the first game as a summon. But then seeing a Simba world, like, oh, no, that was it. Also, stay hydrated, folks. BF1 cheers.
When you mentioned that, when I went to my appointment earlier, I was told that I was dehydrated for some reason.
What were we talking about before? I think we kind of went off on a tangent.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, we're still on Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, right, the lore. Like...
Yeah, see, we can't even explain the lore without going off on a tangent. It's just, you cannot just explain the Kingdom Hearts simply.
Like,
you just
can't.
Can't.
I say this with the utmost honesty. For those who keep trying to dog on me for claiming that the Hollow Knight story in lore is simple, don't play Kingdom Hearts. Your brains will actually melt. If you think Hollow Knight is complicated, do not play Kingdom Hearts. Or Metal Gear Solid for that matter.
Or Zelda.
No, Zelda lore's not that bad.
Yeah, Zelda's relatively easy, but I think
It's not that bad, but compared to how many games there are and what ties into what, I mean, it's still kind of.
Oh well,
Well,
if you're trying to like figure out the
timeline. Like
Yeah.
if you're trying to fill in the timeline, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, I guess another outlier to that is Castlevania, since since trying to fit all of that lore into like one coherent thing is also kind
But
of. a problem
I
for that,
mean,
right?
but they can at least be followed. Kingdom Hearts and Metal Gear Solid specifically are infamous for being two of the most like complex for both story and lore.
Language, Cooper.
Because my thing is that I consider story and lore as two different things. Story is what you're directly presented with. Lore is generally undertones or like things that are kind of hinted at but aren't necessarily like a part of the story. Metal Gear Solid and Kingdom Hearts are infamous for having complications for both. Whereas
Right.
Hollow Knight, while Hollow Knight may have a somewhat hard to follow lore, I personally don't think it is. I think it's so relatively easy to follow. Hollow Knight has a really simple story. So regardless of such, it's like, yeah, if you think Hollow Knight is complicated, don't play Kingdom Hearts or Metal Gear Solid. Your brains will melt.
What about FNAF?
What about FNAF?
What about FNAF?
It's like same thing. It keeps changing.
Well,
It keeps retconning.
That's yeah.
I mean, it's like, yeah, Danny, you like tell me how does FNAF work?
How does FNAF work?
I guess Danny would be the one to know about FNAF, huh?
And even then, I can only go so far because it's like 1 through 4 are pretty self-explanatory. They're easy to follow, but as soon as you go into Sister Location and they really start trying to tie in the novels into the games, that's when stuff starts getting confusing. And even now, like, admittedly, I really want to play Security Breach. What they've been showing for Security Breach that's coming out, I honestly cannot wait to get my hands on that. That looks like that's going to be a lot of fun. But that being said, even like where they are as far as like I guess like story for FNAF, radically different from how it started. So it's just like, again, I don't know how I can explain FNAF. It keeps changing.
And then I just got a donation from someone asking, what do we think of the Kirby lore? Is it complicated or not? No, it's not.
No.
And
No.
I do know about the Kirby lore because I did find it at least interesting enough to like watch videos about it, like multiple videos from multiple points of view. It's not complicated by any means. It really isn't.
No, it's not. And anyone who says it is has not been paying enough attention.
What about the Dragon Quest timeline?
I don't know enough about Dragon Quest to give a definitive on anything.
I don't know enough about it either.
I know, tragically, I'm the same way. Like, the only Dragon Quest games I've played have been 11 for the Switch and Dragon Quest Builders 2. I did see James Rolfe's video about the timeline for Dragon Quest. And I mean, it's like, it looks like, okay, like, there's like 3 different versions or 3 different timelines. There's 2 or 3 different timelines, kind of like what they were just going on with Zelda, but not nearly as complicated.
Like in terms of what I do know, I know the first 3 games are connected because I know chronologically, 3 came first. Like Dragon Quest 3 came first. Like that was like the beginning of all of them.
Yeah.
One involves you playing as a descendant of three's hero, and then 2 has you playing as descendants of 1's hero. And then I know there is apparently a connection between 4 and 5 because I don't know where I don't know where 4's hero lands, but I know In 5, the woman that the main character marries is a descendant of 4's hero.
Yeah, like to my understanding, 1 through 3 are a trilogy. I believe 4, 5, and 6 were a trilogy. And then I think like from like 7 onwards, they were kind of like all over the place. And from what James is explaining, Dragon Quest 11 is quite possibly the very first game in the timeline. It's a prequel to 1.
Really? Or prequel or a prequel to 3?
Dare I spoil?
No, don't actually, because I saw
Yeah.
I saw them beating it. So,
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
all right, we'll save that for another time then. All right. Well, in which case,
How much do you know about the Pokemon timeline?
I mean, it's really not important.
Yeah, it's really not. Like, Pokemon's one of those games where you don't need to play the very beginning to know what goes on in the rest of the games.
Like, people don't really play Pokemon for story, so.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny, we missed list time. Oh, that's true. I haven't been reading the list.
Okay, you know what? If you want, Danny, go ahead and read off the list, and while you do that, I'm actually gonna go use the restroom real quick.
Okay. Alrighty. So, I have Sledge from Rainbow Six, Sly Cooper, The Fall Guy, Glitch Trap, Glamrock Freddy and Gregory, The Sackboy, Ratchet and Clank, The Scout, Marshadow, Vmon, Pea Shooter, Colonel Raddick, The Rookie from Sonic Forces, Jotaro Kujo, The Robloxian, The Spy, The Demo Man, The Pyro, Sam and Max, Gil Grunt from Skylanders, Tanjiro, I guess Demon Slayer must be getting a game or something, The Castle Crasher, V from Cyberpunk 2077, The Engineer, Roadhog and Junkrat, Big Daddy, Helix from ARMS, Slippy Toad, Balan, Aegis from Persona 3, Foxy from FNAF, Senator Armstrong, Birdo, Maxwell from Don't Starve, Wilson, Dingo Dial, Hornet from Hollow Knight, Xehanort, Asura, Dante, Zagreus, Knack, and Wolf from Persona 5 Strikers.
I see.
Alrighty,
Okay.
let's.
Until BJ gets back, you guys are stuck with the both of us.
Alright.
Anything you guys want to ask us in particular? Never mind, I hear BJ coming back.
Okay, did you already read them all off?
Yes, I did.
Cool. All right. So I actually just had a thought. I actually just had a thought too. Like, I guess going back to Kingdom Hearts. I know I joked earlier about how I when I was showing Sophia Kingdom Hearts for the first time, I skipped Chain of Memories and went right to 2. I mostly just as a joke to confuse her, because obviously it's like, you know, like who is this kid? Like who's Roxas? Why is Sora in this containment? What's going on? But I think thinking about it, actually, I think actually saving Chain of Memories for another time and going from 1 to 2, actually I think makes for a compelling narrative if you think about it, because when you start the game, you start off as Roxas, who has no memories of what just happened to him, and when Sora wakes up, he can only remember back to defeating Ansem. He lost all of his memories from being in the castle, whatever it was. He effectively lost all of his memories from Chain of Memories. So while yes, a lot of people had a lot of questions and who went from 1 to 2 and skipped Chain of Memories or just didn't know about Chain of Memories, I'm sure they were very confused, so was Sora. Sora also didn't know what was going on. So I think, to me, when a narrative makes you have the same emotions and feelings as the character, as the main character, that's a strong narrative, if you ask me. I think if you look at it from that perspective. That might just be me overthinking it, but like I think I kind of like that point of view.
I see.
All right. In which case, how does the Roxas stock icon look?
It's pretty good to me.
Look like Roxas?
It looks like a Roxas.
All right. You know what? Let me actually fix one thing on Sora real quick. Hold on. This is something I just noticed on him.
You guys should make spirits for each series. That would take up way too much time.
Have you seen the Owl House or Amphibia?
I know about Owl House. I haven't seen it, and I've never heard of Amphibia.
Yeah, same.
Can't say that I have.
Let me try kind of moving his hair a little bit more like this. See if that looks better.
Assist trophy streams.
I'd rather save those for just videos.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure BJ's just doing videos on those.
Did you guys hear that Disney Channel is shutting down?
What?
I don't know if I believe. I don't know if I believe that one.
I did not hear about Disney Channel. I am aware of, however, a bunch of Disney stores are closing down. That I heard about.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, especially with how well Disney Plus is doing.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like
Disney Plus existing could be a reason why they shut down Disney Channel.
that is true. Yeah,
They just start showing any show that would have been on Disney Channel. They just put it on Disney Plus instead.
yeah. Because right now, I'm not. Because I haven't seen anything about Disney Channel, but yeah, like Disney is shutting down a lot of Disney stores. Apparently, all Disney stores in Canada, they are scheduled to close.
Oof.
I mean, they are completely bailing. So it's like, I don't know. So I've at least seen that, but haven't seen anything on Disney Channel.
All right. In which case, before we continue any other topics, what should Roxas's classic mode be? So let me see what the docs have for him.
What were we saying we were gonna make like a reference to Organization 13?
Like, I know we wanted his boxing ring title to be about, like him being number 13. As for, I suppose it could be the Organization 13. That would be the simplest. But,
yeah, like characters that represent the organization.
Yeah, like in the docs, they literally have it where chain of memories, fighters that represent the Organization 13 members that were in Castle Oblivion. Why Castle Oblivion specifically? Roxas never actually traveled through there. He visited a few times, but he ended up passing out each time he went.
Well, didn't the events of Chain of Memories didn't that affect Roxas?
They did, but he never actually fought the members that they're insinuating for him to fight.
Okay.
And even then, I don't know. Like, I think him fighting, going against organization members probably would be the easiest. I guess the question is, like, are there characters in Smash that can represent each member?
How many fights are normally in a classic mode for each character?
6 plus a boss.
Okay, so
Right, but it's like, yeah, but you could have like, you know, it's not always like one-on-one fights.
Yeah.
So we could, yeah. So it's like, if you thought really hard, we could possibly come up with 13 fighters.
Like, I think in this case, what we can do is we can do something similar to Sora, where, technically, this could also be a double battle for Roxas and Xion. Because remember, I have Xion as a costume for Roxas. So technically, this could be a case where if you're playing as Roxas, you're given a Xion partner, but if you're playing as Xion, you're given a Roxas partner. So it could be for both of them.
Starlight Magician says, what about having him fighting alongside an Echo Fighter against the character they are echoing? If Roxas was fighting Peach, he would have Daisy on his side.
Oh, like fighting with the nobodies?
Yeah, treating the Echoes as if they're nobodies.
That's rude. That's not a bad idea, actually.
I was gonna say, that was my second option or second idea that I was gonna roll with. But if we were gonna roll with the Organization 13 idea in terms of having characters represent the members of the organization, like the immediate first thing I thought was Robin being Zexion. Because tomes.
Yeah. You know what? I do kind of like that mentioned idea, though. Like how Roxas faces main fighters. I guess the question, though, how would it work? Like, would it be a case where he's fighting somebody and then gets their nobody for the next fight? Or is he fighting the main fighter with their nobody immediately? Because that doesn't quite make sense contextually.
Just what Starlight Magician says is just having them fighting alongside an Echo Fighter against the character they are echoing.
You should fight characters with memory problems? What?
I mean, I don't think Roxas... I mean, he didn't have the amnesia the one time, but I don't think it was really a big thing for him. Like, it was literally just for for the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2, but that was it.
Yeah. Roxas versus Shadow.
Quest that's specifically on for the Roxas the playthrough that the only food items you get are popsicles.
Is that even a food item?
I don't know, but can we make one?
I think it is. I think it is actually.
Yeah, like can we have pop? Can he only pick up popsicles?
I'm curious, actually. Let me say. Hold on. I'm actually curious.
And if there isn't, can we make it? Can we just say you pick up sea salt ice cream?
Is it really the 24th birthday of Star Fox 64?
Cherries, pears, milk, pancakes, tea, iced tea, cake, tempura, shish kebab. I don't know what that is. It's a plate of something. A cake, I think. A Subway. Chicken soup, pie, chocolate bar, popcorn, salad, kiwi slice, more cake, bread, rice ball, spaghetti, grapes, lollipop, lemons, egg breakfast, apple, a whole turkey, seared steak, I think that's mochi, pizza, hamburger, pineapple, donut, cheese, corn dog, peach, and a daisy, which come from Peach and Daisy specifically.
No popsicle? Really?
Huh.
Let's see. I'm curious. Are there?
Well, interesting.
There's popcorn.
Popcorn?
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I think, I don't know if I fairly certain I dropped from the call at some point, but that was because when I was doing dishes, my laptop battery got drained.
Oof.
Yeah, it's all good though. No worries.
And I think the closest we got is a lollipop. There is
So
ice. There is ice cream, but that only appeared in Melee and Brawl.
Boo!
Wait, like what are you guys talking about? Like what foods appeared in Smash Brothers?
We're talking about ideas for Roxas's classic mode.
And I threw out the idea: what if, and specifically for his classic mode, the only healing items were like popsicles to represent the sea salt ice cream?
Yeah, but there are none, unfortunately.
There are no popsicles.
Man, missed opportunity. I
Which
guess.
is sad because the general idea of picking up food, obviously comes from most games, but more than likely it probably comes from Kirby, since Kirby's usually Kirby's main means of health is food, and
Yeah.
Kirby has had popsicles in his own games as healing items. Like I at least remember it in Kirby 64.
Yeah.
So. Oh well.
Like, boo!
All right. Well, going back to ideas for Roxas's classic mode. I do like the idea of Roxas teaming up with Echoes, but like, again, it doesn't totally make sense for the Echo, because if the Echo Fighter is supposed to represent like being the main character's nobody, it doesn't quite make sense for the nobody to be fighting the real person. So that's why I think it should be a case where, it starts off as a single battle, but then Roxas, in the next fight, Roxas teams up with the Echo of the previous character. And then the Echo is replaced with each fight. So, like, let's say the first fight is against Peach, and then in the next fight, he fights Samus, but then is paired up with Daisy. And then in the fight after that, he fights Simon, but then is paired up with Dark Samus. Like, how does that sound?
Ben Campbell says, what if Roxas fights alternate costumes that change the character, like Alf, Galacta, Dark Meta Knight, Female Robin?
I mean, that's just the same idea as that's just like the Echo Fighter idea. And there are enough Echo Fighters to be able to do so. Because, like, I believe someone's classic route is just fighting Echo Fighter specifically. I want to say Richter. I can't remember, though, but there's definitely enough. So.
Malik says, similar to Joker's classic routes.
Yeah, kind of. Because, yeah, Joker's classic route is based on the idea of fighting shadows, and then in the next fight, you pair up with that shadow who is now your persona.
Okay, yeah, Maniac says it's Richter.
Okay.
Roxas fights characters who dual wield. How many do we have?
I don't think we have enough for that. And even then, in context of this moveset, it wouldn't make sense, because Roxas doesn't dual wield for this moveset. Let me see.
It's like, I think like at this rate, probably fight just Organization 13. Just make the reference.
No, hold on. Cat wants to leave the room. You heard Bell? Yeah, that was Rusty. He was hanging out in here, and then he just wanted to leave.
No.
As for dual wielding characters, I don't think there's enough for that.
Yeah, but like I said, at this point, I think probably like the easiest option would be just, characters that represent the different members of Organization 13.
So, like, if Sora's final boss is against an Ansem representation, his would be Xehanort, or
Probably.
Xemnas, I mean.
Yeah, or something, yeah.
Because we could go with the idea where it's
Yeah, or he fights Sora.
because there's 6 fights plus a boss. So if we say that Xemnas is the final one, that leaves technically 11. Because... Okay, you know what? Why don't we do this? Let's say that the first fight is against Axel, like friendly spar. And then after that, it's double fights against 2 members apiece for 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. And then the final boss fight is against Semnis.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that might work.
Yeah, that's like, just take the path of least resistance.
Yeah. But then I guess, let me see who would represent what. Organization 13. I'm just gonna write down 13 instead of the Roman numeral here. Let me see its members.
Yeah. Ninja says Axel is Roy.
Axel is Roy. Fire-based. Red hair, I suppose. Let me look, though. Axel could also be Pyra. That'd be funny. No, I think Roy does make more sense in this case. So then let me see the other members now.
Yeah, Mithra is Larcene.
All right, so there's Zigbar, who has the dual-wielding sniper guns. That could be
Joker. I think Joker.
Joker, yeah, I think Joker probably, even though Joker only has the one gun. Wait, what about? Wait, hold on, Bayonetta. What Bayonetta? Zigbar
That's true.
Zigbar could be Bayonetta. I think that'd be funny. Actually, no, wait. I kind of think Zigbar should be Wolf because of the eye patch thing.
Okay, that works.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we have plenty of ideas for Zigbar, possibly. Let's see. Zaldin. That was the guy that I hated fighting in Beast's Castle. That was probably everybody's first time getting King Mickey. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
So wind-based with spears.
Horn?
Wind-based with spears. Who would represent Zaldin? Because there really aren't spear-based characters. I mean, I guess there's the only one is Byleth. Yeah, Byleth. If he only.
I mean, I guess
his side attacks. He's stretching.
Well,
it.
I guess it would work with Byleth if only because another comparison I guess I can make between the two is that they wield multiple weapons at once.
I suppose. Like, he does have a lot of spears. Yeah, I guess Zaldin can be Byleth, I suppose. So, I was kind of stretching it a bit, but that's how it be. Let's see. Vexen, the ice with the ice shield. We don't really have a lot of ice characters, just the ice climbers.
Or Hero.
Yeah. Assuming Hero can actually get his ice attacks in.
I mean...
Toon Link represents Zaldin because Wind Waker.
That's funny.
Okay, I got nothing to say for that.
I guess Zaldin could also be maybe Dr. Mario because he's a scientist. I don't know, that one's a little weirder.
Yeah, weren't a majority of the organization scientists though?
Were they?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I guess they were.
The majority of them were, yeah.
Yeah, Vexen being the biggest one.
I mean, I guess there's Lucas, because Lucas has PK Freeze and he has blonde hair. So.
Okay, but Lucas and Vexen are nothing alike, though.
No, they're not. But then again, like, it's less the personalities and more just the powers, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, that's probably the best we're going to be able to get for Vexen right now. One of those guys. Let's see. Wait, how do you say this?
Latius?
Latius? Is that how you say it? Yeah, the
Latius,
Earth guy
yeah.
with the giant axe.
Yeah, Latius. Or Lexius.
Lexius.
I say Latius, but I'm pretty sure it's Lexius.
That can probably be like Ganondorf or Donkey Kong, which is one of those big
Yeah,
oafs.
it's got to be someone big-bodied.
Yeah, like one of those big oafs. So yeah,
I say Donkey Kong, honestly.
yeah, like, or Ike, one of those. Someone who has like a big, thick weapon, I'd say. One of those could work. Let's see. Zexion. Yeah, Robin, probably.
Robin. Like, easy.
Zexion's element was darkness, wasn't it?
I don't think he had an element, per se.
Because
Like, he just did, like, a lot of...
illusions.
Yeah.
Probably the best we're going to be able to get, I guess. Alright, Syax.
Syax
Ooh,
is...
that's a tough
oh,
one,
the Berserker.
Yeah, Axel's friend. With the big axe.
Who's an angry character?
Angry character.
Ridley?
I'm gonna put this on screen so people can at least see what I'm looking at. Ridley? That's a berserker.
I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of berserker characters.
I mean, are there any other characters that represent the moon?
Sonic?
I mean, he is blue with spiky hair, I guess. I guess if you give Sonic like a specific weapon. Wait, hold on. How did you get moon at a Oh wait, because of the blowing up the moon deal? Is that it?
Or the werehog.
Or the werehog, I guess.
Or the end of Sonic 06.
Or werehog, which Sonic goes into a berserker state. He uses the moon.
Assist trophy.
Oh,
Assist trophy.
doggone
Majora's Mask Moon just specifically shows up on that stage.
Actually, Ben Campbell brings up a good point too. Ganondorf can be Lexius. Ike can be Syax. Actually, that makes a lot of sense because the blue.
Fine.
Okay. Then we have Axel, which you figured would be Roy. Demix. Who would be Demix?
Greninja.
Greninja? I would pay to see Greninja rock out on a guitar. Like,
I know it's like yeah, because like we don't really have because
Yeah.
we don't really have like a mainstay like music character. We
Yeah.
really don't. I mean, there's characters that play instruments. Like we know Donkey Kong plays the bongos, but that's not the same thing.
there's
Yeah,
Jigglypuff,
Greninja easy,
there's Jigglypuff,
'cause-
I guess.
Yeah,
Kinda.
yeah, because water and because Greninja can make clones.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's actually a good point. You're right. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so Greninja.
Yeah,
Okay.
Greninja easy.
Then let's see, Luxord, the gambler with the cards.
Cards.
I
I feel like this should be easy.
No. Gambling, Game and Watch.
You're right. That's a good one. You're right.
You say gambling. I feel like this should be easy.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, you bringing up gambling? Okay, Game and Watch.
That's a fair point. I was also thinking Joker, because if you go with the tarot cards idea, that's kind of
Yeah, I
that's
guess.
kind of stretching it a bit though. Like if we want like the de facto gambler character, Game and Watch probably is the way to go. Right. Okay. Let's see. Marluxia. Flowers and a scythe.
Doom. Who represents Doom?
Well, I mean, any character could just be given the Death Scythe item. So why don't we focus on a character who's all about flowers? If there is
Daisy.
one.
Daisy!
Daisy!
Give Daisy a scythe!
Give Daisy a scythe. You're right. That's fair. I mean, if we could also make it peach to keep it close to the pink color, I guess. Either way, either one would work. I think that's fine. Let's see. Larxene, So Lightning with her little
Pichu.
Yeah, Pichu, I guess. There's Pichu. Could also be Zelda, technically, I guess. Kinda.
Pichu specifically.
Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Why Pichu specifically?
Lightning.
Because lore.
And Luxine was pretty self-destructive, wasn't she?
Yeah, there you go. There it is.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
That
there it
explains it.
is.
Because I was about to say, like, oh, wait, Pichu. Wait, why not Pikachu?
No, not
And-
Pikachu.
Actually, Parkway brings up, what about Zero Suit Samus?
No, I like Pichu more. Because wasn't Larxene like ignoring Roxas and Shion? Wasn't Larxene like the shortest of everybody else too? Like she was kind of tiny.
A little bit, maybe.
Malik with the $5 donation says
Favorite.
Mithra.
That wouldn't work. Mithra's not lightning, she's light.
Same difference. They both light
No,
up the
it's
air.
not. No, it's not.
I mean, contextually it makes sense because Larxene, aside from lightning, her other big deal was that she was really fast, and that is Mithra's deal too.
So is Pichu.
Yeah, I guess. Pichu just spamming quick attack. All right.
What
okay.
about Lucas or Ness?
Yeah. All right. I think we're good on those fronts. Let me just go ahead and just write this down.
Yeah, just Organization 13. So I mean, yeah, we can make this work.
Yeah. So, get a move on things. I think it was this. Yeah.
2 Pichus referencing the double that she pulls in her boss fight. Pretty sure Pichu could pull off a double team.
Did I spell organization right?
Yes.
Yes. Organization 8.
Right. Oops. There we are.
It's like they're in your Roman numerals.
Roger Ebert, help me out here.
Daniel Gibbs asks, "Hey, Brawl Fan 1, have you considered my suggestion to do What If Albert Wesker from Resident Evil, Xenomorph from Alien Isolation, and Bayek and female Evior for Smash Fighters?"
If I gave you a heart on your comment, then I did write you down.
I am writing it regardless.
Female Corrin as Marluxia? Wait, why? Jotaro was already put down on the list. That was from the last stream.
Well, we have multiple people because I'm not just writing down the name. I'm also taking note of who requested it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there's different people that come in every stream that request, the similar characters.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and then yeah, for the box living title, I think we pretty much already all agreed it was just number 13.
Yeah.
Nice and simple. Now, should I actually put down the Roman numeral? I think I probably should. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, like Roxas is number 13. If you're playing as Shion, it's 14.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, number 14.
Yeah, it's like, right now I'm just worried about like the default characters. I'll save like if I have characters that are actually like alternate skins of other characters, I'll save those for another time. So, like I'm kind of Kingdom Hearts out right now. Can we go to Knights? Let's move on to Knights, shall we?
Yes, please.
Jesus.
Get to the one contribution I have in this whole series.
It's not your one contribution. You've been super helpful with like helping with the requests. I'm super appreciative of that. Like myself.
I only have I only have 2 contributions to this whole thing.
Yes, there we go.
Already. Yeah, it's like, yeah, knights should be easy. It should be easy to draw. The fact that knights is kind of a femboy scares me. Okay. There's a reason knights is designed the way they are. You know I did make a comment on BJ's video, because I do remember, people were getting confused because I was using the they them pronouns for knights. So just a little bit of backstory behind the development of the series. So when they were developing knights, they specifically wanted to kind of create a character that, you could, in a way, tangibly meet in your dreams. And that being said, they wanted to have the character to be androgynous enough. They did not want to have a set gender for knights. They wanted knights to be, interpreted by the player. And that's why they went with the androgynous look. So, at the time of development, so technically, I guess today you could argue that the most appropriate way to refer to knights would be using the they them pronouns. But, at the time of development, yeah, basically even the developers have said, if you see knights as a boy, you're correct. If you see knights as a girl, you're correct. Knights is whomever you want them to be. Like, because I remembered, like, when I first showed these guys, the Knights games, I remembered Ryan specifically. Ryan always felt like Knights came off more like a tomboy girl. So he got a lot more feminine vibes coming from Knights.
Yeah, more or less. But I think it was just more so the voice that gave me those vibes from the get-go.
Well, yeah, because they went with like the Peter Pan sounding voice for Journey of Dreams, which it's not a bad choice. It's just some line reads could have been done differently. So ultimately, if you see Knights as a boy, you're right. If you see Knights as a girl, you're right. Nowadays, you could, that's why we've decided to keep it simple when we made the video and just because even BJ and I were debating about this, like, oh, what should I do? Like, should I constantly go back and forth, like, go from he to she, and we're just like, no, screw it. Let's keep this easy.
Yeah,
let's just use the they them pronoun.
I think that joke honestly is that joke specifically when referring to gender is pretty distasteful in my opinion. Because that joke in general for other kinds of topics is fun. I did that exact same joke for Porky because I kept switching between Porky and Pokey throughout the entire video, and that confused a lot of people. But I just thought it was funny. But yeah, in the context of gender, I don't think it's appropriate. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, we'll stick with that and keep it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would also got Nights into Dreams, it's like, it's like, yeah, like, you can look at
Danny?
Sega was way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Some people are saying the stream is lagging.
Is it lagging? Uh-oh. Yep, it is lagging actually.
Yeah.
Hold on, yeah, I'm getting dropped frames. Hold on 1 second. Let me try to fix that. Actually, how would I fix it? How would I fix this, Brandon?
Good question.
Is this the internet? Like
Yeah,
what's it saying?
It's saying that my KBS is fluctuating.
Well, yeah, you
all the
were
kilobits per second.
you were lagging in call for a bit there.
Yeah, this is definitely my end.
Yeah, it must have been like just a slight connection issue. But I'm looking at the stream right now. It seems like it fixed itself really quickly.
Yeah, it looks all right. I mean, the quality's still kind of but that should fix itself soon.
Unless if the kilobits per second in OBS tell you otherwise.
No, you're good. You're good now.
Does it look okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, it's looking good on my end again. Back at 720, 60 frames per second.
Yes, sir.
Oh, hold on, now it's fluctuating again on my end. It's like the square is red. The square is red. Why is the square red?
Yo!
What's up, BJ?
The square.
The square is red, or it was red. Now it's green again.
Uh-oh.
Do you think maybe does it need a restart?
Well, if it's an internet connection issue, something tells me just simply restarting it won't exactly fix the problem.
Let me check my. Hold on, let me do this real quick. Let me close some widgets. Here, go to Google here. My apologies, folks.
Yeah, that's where it's like, no, we blame the internet.
Let me do a quick speed connection test. Because it was really strong before I started. Because actually, I was planning on streaming yesterday, but I had to halt. I was getting really laggy internet yesterday. And when I started, and obviously for the majority of the stream, it's been really good. So let's see what it is right now.
Water.
Let's see. Ping at 34. Reconnection successful.
It's like, are you sure about that, OBS?
There we go. Oh, it's dipping. It's dipping. Okay, so let me try this. I'm going to quickly stop the stream, restart my internet, and then turn it back on. So give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
How's it looking now?
I should probably refresh.
All right, how are we looking now? Let's see. Am I back?
Yeah, I am seeing that you are back.
As am I.
How's it looking on your end?
It looks good. Hopefully that fixed it.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we'll just keep going and hopefully it stays good for at least until we get done with Nights in Reala. That'd be ideal.
Yes, please.
Right.
Okay. So I guess we'll see where it goes from here. All right. Anyway, where was I? Oh, but I do need to reset this. Hold on. The chat box. I need to refresh that.
Also, make sure that the chat can hear us too.
Yeah.
Make sure that OBS isn't like, oh, we're starting it up again. Okay.
Yeah, it's
yeah, we don't want to hear you anymore.
Okay.
It's like Mr. Brawlfan 1, who are you talking to?
It does look like
Wait.
it's, yeah, they can still hear you, so it should be okay.
Wait. So like, the chat can't potentially hear us. So let me tell you something about the chat real quick.
Dang. Gaslighting.
Oh, the chat can't hear us? Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to curse up a storm.
The chat can't hear me. Free game. Free game.
Oh, doggone it.
Okay.
Okay.
I said I did catch an earlier question that I'm going to go ahead and answer because I want to answer it. Someone asked what we think of Sonic Generations. I love Sonic Generations.
As do I.
Sonic Generations is an amazing game.
Literally one of the best Sonic games, if not the best, I think.
Sonic Unleashed is still my all-time favorite. I'm not even kidding. That's the worst part.
The,
No, I believe you. And I can understand why. No, so, for what Sonic Unleashed is, it's a pretty top game.
Tell us how you feel about BJ's community in the comment sections.
where do we start?
Where do we begin?
I love all of you.
Nah, you're all gorgeous.
He says as he gives the Rocket Raccoon wink.
In front of the audience. But no, like I really do appreciate everybody, like all of you here, willing to, come support what all of you who watch what I do, support what I do. Just overall give me even more of a reason to want to do this. I really appreciate that.
We do love and appreciate everybody.
Have any of us played Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion?
Never heard of it.
I've never even heard of it.
I have no clue what that. We can't hear you. You should totally discuss the next moveset you make. All right, so peep this, right? Did y'all catch that?
No.
Oh, someone said someone said that we should totally discuss the next moveset. Okay, so did y'all hear me that time?
No.
What?
Dang, it's almost like he's being muted right when he says the exact name of the next character. Wow, it's amazing.
I don't know. It seems like he's lagging out, actually.
Am I? Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, did he actually leave?
No, I'm right here.
Okay. What to say, like, how committed are we to this bit? Like,
Okay. Okay, for real. Okay, for real this time. I heard from a reliable source that the next character for BJ's moveset is.
wait, no, don't
language.
No, hold on, don't make that noise. Everyone's gonna think it's gonna be the boyfriend. Which it's not. As I said in the last stream, I'm not doing anything Friday Night Funkin' until that game was fully done.
I didn't say. Well, obviously everyone knows that. That wasn't the character I said.
You beeped though.
No.
That's what everyone's gonna think.
No.
It's like, yeah, no. See, do you think Friday Night Funkin'? What I think what Brendan's really referring to is Stolas from Hell of a Boss.
Oh no.
Speaking of which, where's that episode 5 already?
It's actually
It's coming soon.
Yeah, I read it's coming pretty soon actually.
I know, it's
Yeah.
like, but they've been saying that for like a week. Like they've been like teasing and saying, all right, the episode's ready. We're getting it ready now. And it's like, come on, you cannot wave Hell of the Boss in front of me and not deliver.
You know. That being said, like going back to the whole possibility of you doing a Friday Night Funkin' moveset. Oh yeah, there's no doubt it's gonna be God knows how long before that happens. Not because of the free version you can play on Newgrounds, But because, as a lot of you may have heard already or seen, the creators behind that game have done a Kickstarter to create the full game.
Yeah.
And that's probably not going to be until God knows how long.
Yeah. So
You guys are having too much fun. Hey, if you guys are laughing in chat, we're doing our job.
yeah, like I am going to have to treat Friday Night Funkin' as I am Deltarune currently. I'm not doing
Yeah.
any characters from that game until the full game is done.
Yeah. Also, what do you guys mean language? I didn't swear. I just said who the next potential character would be.
Now, it's probably because I said something along those lines.
Oh. I didn't even hear any beeping.
Crystal Stargirl says, so question with Knights. Would they fight characters that involve dream themes, like their solo mode or something? I think we already did the dream thing with Klonoa, I think.
Yeah, I believe we did.
So I would say, because honestly, I would say, that would be my first guess as well, is do something dream themed, but we already did that with Klonoa, so find something to do with flight.
Which is
Like,
also hard. Which is also hard. 'Cause I think Bayonetta took that one.
Yeah, because those are the two biggest main things about Knights. It's dreams and flying.
What about competence?
Characters that wear masks.
I think that's also already done.
Yeah, I think that one's been done too.
Oh, bollocks. Wait, hold on. Remind me, by who?
Lucina, I think it might have been Lucina, maybe it Meta Knight. It's one of those characters.
Oh,
Okay.
Gotcha.
Lunatic, children and innocent characters. Has that been done too? I think children characters have been done.
I don't recall if it has or not, actually. That one doesn't
I could have sworn it's been done. We gotta double check. We gotta double check that. Not only with just official Smash, but if we've done that with any of your other characters. Because if not, that's actually a pretty good go-to.
Yeah.
It's Knights is teaming up with children.
Children with competent issues.
Oh, jeez.
Bayonetta's classic mode has to do with characters with wings, not necessarily flight. So, Peach and Daisy could still be viable options. Because, I mean, if you saw the Knights video, we did a whole gimmick that was loosely based off of their floating gimmick, where it's it was a way to keep, mimicking the endless flying that you were doing with Knights. Was that, Knights can float, which already would give unique attacks already in the air, but Knights could also jump after floats. So I mean, we came up with all different kinds of ways to basically, keep Knights in the air without just being okay, you're just flying, you're never going to hit the ground now, and because that's just not fair. Kids who sleep with soccer balls. No.
Oh, no.
No.
See, nobody in Smash is actually pathetic enough to do that.
Yeah. Caro says characters that have more than 2 jumps. How many characters have multiple jumps? More than 2?
Every Kirby character, Pit and Dark Pit,
Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
Ridley, I think, has more than one.
Yeah, Ridley.
Has more than 2 jumps.
Banjo. Banjo was 3.
Yeah, Banjo.
There's definitely enough, that's for certain. Curious who else, though. Let me see. Now I'm actually curious.
Yeah, so I would say check to see if something with child characters has been done. And if that hasn't been done, then I would say that would actually be a good one specifically for Knights.
I don't think
Charizard.
Yoshi should count.
Yeah, sorry, Charizard, Sephiroth, when he has the wing.
Oh, yeah. I don't think Yoshi should count.
No, Yoshi just has one really big double jump.
Yeah, one small jump and then the really big jump afterwards. So even then, yeah, that's still essentially 2 jumps.
Yeah.
No, for real. If I had no more than 2 jumps, I would have had so many questions.
Characters who dream.
I mean,
Don't all characters essentially dream?
Yeah, like you mean everyone?
Yeah.
like even like I can count on more fingers those who don't, but that's still way too many.
It's like even space dragons can dream. Come on.
I wanted to be a ballet dancer, but my dad said, no, you're gonna follow the family business and be a space pirate. And then I killed him and became a space pirate anyway.
He was so
'Cause
proud
right
that day.
now, all I see is my dad talking to me, crushing my dreams of who I truly am inside.
Yeah, you're right, Brad. Yeah, actually, Brandon, you're right. Yeah, my dad was never more proud of me than the day when I killed him.
And I'm just like, forget you, Dad. I'll follow my own dreams.
The look of pure joy in his eyes as they slowly turned cold and dead.
The best moment of my life. Happy Father's Day.
Oof.
Oh my God.
So that being said, because not only am I thinking Knights, I'm also trying to think for Reala as well. Because technically, I know Reala is the echo of Knights, and Reala's whole shtick is nightmares.
Yeah.
And I think that's a theme that has been done.
Yeah.
So it's like,
or at the very least, something very similar of the caliber.
yeah. Yeah, so
Because
is it just me?
As cool as Reala's concept is, he is a fairly generic kind of character. Like a lot of what he does kind of has been done by a lot of other characters for the most part.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Reala kind of did get like the short end of the stick in Journey of Dreams. It was like, you're. It's like, okay, we've got voice acting, we've got opportunity to grow characters, and unfortunately, Reala suffers. That he had one really creepy moment, and I still say it is by far like my favorite cutscene in all of Journey, and that was when Reala reveals to Helen that Knights was a nightmare. And like, Reala was genuinely creepy during that moment, and like really playing into Helen's fears and anxiety. And Knights was not doing anything to try and even like explain themselves, because they really couldn't explain themselves. Everything Reala was telling Helen was the truth.
Like, what were they gonna do? Lie? Like,
yeah. So it's like, I wish we had seen more of that side of Reala throughout the game, rather than him just being, I'm here to capture Knights. Oh no, Knights escaped. It's like, wise man, please don't kill me. It's like, come on, Reala, you're better than this. Is it just me, or does Knights look a lot like a Sonic character? That is because it's Sonic Team developed it.
yep, same people.
Yeah, literally like the same designer. Again, if we can go back to complaining about Balan Wonderworld, that was another major thing that at least I was looking forward to, because it wasn't just Yuji Naka coming back. They also got, I think his name was like Naoto Oshima or something.
Yeah.
He was a character designer for Knights. That's why Balan looks like Knights. It's like, God, you're killing me.
All right, but speaking of which, actually, here, let me do this first. I'm gonna scrunch it a little bit. But how does it look, Danny?
Looks good to me.
Just scrunch it a little
Yep.
bit. There we go. Cool.
Yep.
All right.
It's like, yep, that looks like a Knights.
Cool. All right. So now, Danny, the Knights series icon. What do you think that should be?
Okay, that's gonna be a tough one, because there really isn't a definitive icon or anything for the series. I mean, if you want to maybe go down the route of Idia, but Idia is literally just like a circle with like a star shape in the middle. Like, if you Googled up Idia, you can see what they look like. because I know the dream energy, that's a really big that's a big thing in all of the Knights games.
What about
I
the,
would
what about the I'm just looking at like
I mean we could
let me look at-
we could
let me look at the Journey to Dreams because like I have kind of a starting idea. Well, yeah, let me also get the dock back open too because I had to close that just in case of the. Okay, see, this is interesting because in Into Dreams, I'm noticing a lot of a crescent moon, whereas in Journey of Dreams, it's a full moon. Wonder if that means anything in general. Probably does.
think it really means anything. Like, I mean, I know why Crescent Moon, because there's the iconic pose in the opening cutscene where you see Knights is playing their invisible flute on the top of the tower. In Into Dreams, it's a crescent moon in the background. But in Knight's Journey of Dreams, it's a full moon in the background, and
Yeah.
that's a very iconic pose to the character.
Okay, the dock is showing like this crescent moon, but there's like a line going through it. Where does that come from?
Link me the document. Let me take a look at it.
Here, I'll just show it on screen. There, it's at the bottom. As soon as it pops up for you,
Yeah, that's where I'm waiting.
because I've never seen this symbol before.
I know, I haven't seen that either. Like, at least off the top of my head. That's like, and it's like, I mean, again, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, again, this is so hard to do when there's only 2 games. That's where it's like, because I was thinking, you know, oh, what if we reference like the Persona mask? But that's very specific to Journey of Dreams, which, you know, we did it pretty equally for Into Dreams and Journey of Dreams. That's very specific to one game.
Yeah.
I saw some people were saying, you know, what about like the jewel, like the diamond that they used to dot the I in Knight's name? That's a possibility.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, it's like, we
it
gotta-
would need something else. Like just that
Yeah,
by itself, I don't think is enough.
Yeah, I mean, like, all else fails. I mean, like, we could just kind of go, like, you know how, like, I know Sonic has, like, the Sonic head because that's the logo for Sonic Team. So, I mean, you could just be simple. We could just do a Knight's head.
Knight's head.
Like, we could, because, I mean, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, you know?
I'm trying to think of the Knights series. Okay, do this then. Sega Knights series. Thank you, Google.
Sega.
What if we did the Sega?
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I see where they got the double crescent moon from. I got it. I see.
What is it from?
I think that's from the I think that's actually like a Japanese box art cover. Here, hang on. I'll link it in Discord.
Japanese box art cover.
Yeah. Hang on.
Gosh, I was also about to suggest jokingly suggest the Sega Saturn logo. Like,
Well, to be fair, that really, you know, the Saturn was not a bad system by any means. There were a bunch of good games on it, but realistically, the only one that I think nowadays people even care to remember is Nights into Dreams.
interesting.
Deep fear.
I guess my only issue with that is like, if that is apparently just a Japanese thing. I don't know. What if we did the crescent moon with the diamond shape from the eye in the middle of it?
That could work.
Let me try making that.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see how that looks.
Yeah, let's just kind of like mess around with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me get everything set up, and then I'll put it back on the screen. So let me see here. Actually, that stuff should do.
The series icon for Knights could be the Paraloop.
That's a little too generic, I find, because it's literally just like a circle with like made of like dots. So.
Well, that's the the power ring. That's where I think that's what you're referring to, BJ. Is like the power rings that you go through. Then that's where you do like you get the ribbon and you do the tricks to get points.
Yeah, or something like that. So let me see here. If I take this crescent moon, and then this, I might just make sure it's visible. There we go.
One thing, I mean, have you seen because again, like, we could do that, or it's like, or I said, like, I mean, it is kind of a unique shape because no one else is doing it, but I mean, you know, do, like, your own rendition of the Idia.
The Idia?
Yeah. Hang on.
Yeah, here, let me get an image.
Yeah, hang on. I got you covered. I got you covered.
Yeah, this is no doubt. This is gonna be kind of like the Cuphead situation where there's no good definitive like idea for it, so you kind of gotta like just experiment a little bit with this one.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like I got you covered. So I mean, this like, you know, I mean, do you kind of see what I mean? Like, it's the Idia, like they're literally they're like bubbles. They're spheres, but they have like rotating stars, you know, in them, and they twinkle and such. So I mean, it's like you do have that. We do have that as an option too. Like, you know, like put your own spin on the Idia.
Yeah, like both of these are fairly simple look in appearance. So here, let me do this. Let me just grab the red one. The rest.
Yeah, and the Idia could and that can also work with Reala as well, because, you know, whereas like, you know, with Reala being the leader of the Nightmares, they're the ones that are taking the Idia. Knights is teaming up with the Dreamers to take it back.
Yeah. So I guess in concept, looking at the screen here, like I may need to actually make the shape first, like actually show it in like the gray, but like on a quick first impression, what do you think between these two ideas here? Like here, let me like do this with this one to kind of make the shape format a little better. Like, I don't know. What do you people in the chat? What do you think? Left or right?
Yeah, do you like the moon or do you like the Idia? Like, honestly, having now looking at the two side by side, personally, I'm liking the Idia better. But that's just me.
Yeah, you like the Idia. Let's see, Maniac says the left. Kalani says the right. I can't see what JC says. Let me go to this here. Says
it
moon,
looks like it's actually
right, moon,
it looks like it's pretty split. Actually,
do I need to make a poll? I think I need to make a poll. All right, I'll make a poll.
Yeah, because I'm seeing just as many people voting for the Idia as I am seeing for the moon.
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna make a poll on this one.
It's like, yeah, or Cooper suggesting combining the two.
I don't know how I feel like that'd be too much if I try combining the two. Because, like, I'm sure it would look cool if it wasn't for the fact that it needs to be, like, one, like, solid color. With that needs to take advantage of negative space.
True.
So that's the major problem. That's the major issue there. So here, I'll just make a poll.
Like, I can make a straw poll.
Well, I can make a poll like on my YouTube channel. That's fine.
Okay.
And I'll just quickly post it into the chat. Like I have to make it on my community page. I forget. Am I able to post polls and pictures on the community page? I'll have to double check that. That is off. Yep, yeah. What happened to the slideshow? Where'd you guys go?
I don't know. This is a Super Saiyan 3 saying that the left is too similar to Bayonetta's.
Yeah. Oh, what was Bayonetta's? Hold on, let me say. Because if that's the case, I may then just default to the Gidia. Let me say. Let me see.
Yeah, 'cause I don't remember what Bayonetta's is.
I don't either. Here, I think actually I can just go right here. All the way down. Oh, you know what? You're right. Bayonetta's is literally a crescent moon with a circle in the middle. It's the same idea.
Okay, so then I guess we are gonna have to go with the Idia.
Okay, forget the poll then. You're right. Okay, we're going with the Idia. Okay, thanks for bringing that up. I didn't even realize. Okay, good call.
Okay.
Yeah, here if I put it on screen.
All right,
Yeah,
and then
up here.
and apparently the characters were not scrolling; we're just staring at Jibanyan.
Yeah, that keeps OBS is dumb. I hate OBS. Like, keeps breaking. All right. Well, in that case, I'll go ahead and delete these, and we'll stick to the Idia. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get the normal color. We'll start with a circle. And so this is going to be a case where it's going to be a solid circle, but the actual star in the middle is going to have to take advantage of negative space. So
Yeah.
I think what I'll do here to help again match it, just do a little erase tracing. So let's see. Right about there should be good. Mouse, what are you doing? Stop that. There we go. Okay, so let's see. So, how do I want to do this? Let me try this first. So I'll try a couple of different ideas for this. So let's see. So let's just start with a shape. Like a nice kind of thick shape here, like this. If I can get it straight.
Is there a better angle for the Idia? Yeah. What I gave BJ that's just literal concept art from the Sega Saturn game from Nights into Dreams. Like if you you actually get a better look at them. Like if you were to look up cutscenes from Journey into Dreams, you actually even see like the Idia. They're actually pretty big. And, like, the star in the middle, like, different points, the points are constantly rotating and shifting.
Let's start with this here.
Fun fact, Knights did have a comic based on the games. We don't speak of the Archie comic Knight series. We don't speak of that here.
Offended Danny, wow.
Oh, don't get me started. It's like, as much as I enjoyed the Sonic Archie comics, Archie's run of Knights was awful. Oh God, it was bad.
Oof.
Like, it was like, oh man. It was just, the characterizations were bad. The story was not that good. Like, probably the one concept I will freely admit I actually thought was interesting that they did in the comic they played with the idea, like, okay, when these kids go to sleep, they go to Nightopia and such. So that's when, when Clarissa and Elliot go to sleep, that's when they go visit with Knights in Nightopia and they start fighting the Night Parents and such. There was a point in the comic where Knights and Elliot literally took advantage of this. So basically Elliot is technically asleep and Knights uses Elliot's sleeping body as a vessel, and so Knight's actually in he's actually in Twin Seeds, and they're experiencing this is what the real waking world is like, and there's a moment where Knights is like, okay, I'm just gonna fly around the city, and Knights jumps in, and he's like, wait, I can't fly. I have to admit that was actually a pretty interesting and funny moment, but it was so brief.
I'm not gonna do this actually. Let me see. I could have.
What about the?
I'm trying to get some straight lines that I can't do on my own because my hands are all wiggly.
Right. And yeah. What about the Archie, Sonic, and Mega Man crossover comics? That's right. That did happen. And sadly, I didn't get to read that comic. But yeah, I forgot. That's right. There was another crossover. It was Sonic and Mega Man, but they brought in other Sega characters, and Knights and Reala did make a cameo appearance in that.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think, I think BJ, I think you were the one that actually told me that happened. Wasn't it they were going around, they eventually get to Nightopia, and did you say Tails was the one that ended up recruiting Knights, and Wise Man basically said to Reala saying, hey, you gotta go and help them because nobody else is allowed to conquer Nightopia but me.
Yeah. And I thought this was a case back. Because I never actually read the full issue. I thought this was a thing. I think I was wrong about it though, because I think I told you about this one joke in that section with Knights and Tails. And I thought this was real, but I think I was wrong about it, so don't quote me on it, but if it is real, please tell me. I think there was a joke where Knights offered to duelize with Tails so they can fly, but Tails said, it's cool, I can already do that, and Knights got offended when he saw Tails take off. But I can't for the life of me remember if that was actually a joke, or if that was something that someone else made up and I thought was real.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's I gotta see. There's gotta be some place where I can read that comic, because it's I was able to hunt down the old Archie comic from the 90s that was god awful. I was able to hunt that down and read that online, and I wish I had never did.
Oof.
But yeah, I cannot stress how bad that run was. It's really bad. But it's but yeah, I completely forgot about that crossover one. It's I'd have to if I can find it, if it's out there, I'd have to read it.
I do. There was a lot of funny conversations between just a bunch of Capcom characters. I remember there was one where Mega Man X, Sticks the Badger from Sonic Boom, and then a few other characters ended up getting confronted by a monster from Monster Hunter. I forget what monster. It might have been Rathalos. I forget though. And Mega Man X was trying to protect everybody, but then Styx got in the way and actually ended up talking to the monster and recruited it, to their side.
Wow.
And Mega Man X was baffled.
Okay.
I can't remember what monster it was though. It might have been Rathalos. It might have been something else. I just know it was a monster on a monster. That's it though.
Okay. Caleb was saying it was the Gormagala.
Gormagala? Okay. Wait, Gormagala, the blind one? Oh.
Yeah, the blind one.
Ooh. Dang, Styx, that's some talent. Because Gormagala is actually savage.
Not as savage as Devil Joe.
Yeah.
It's I remember the Gormagala.
one of the best one of a personal favorite monster of mine that I hope makes it into Rise later down the line.
Because they cut it from Worlds. I hope to see it again.
Cinematicals asks, are there any characters that don't originate from video games, but you would still consider video game characters? Like they're more well known as a game character. Like they're more well known for their games rather than their original source material.
I couldn't tell you if there is any. Because I feel like most characters that you'd think are like that really were just game characters first. Like I remember a lot of when I made the Agumon moveset, a lot of people were sitting here saying, "Wow, you made another anime character," and it's like, actually, no, Digimon was a game first. Now, Digimon, believe it or not, was a video game before it was an anime.
Like Wonder Swan or something, like some really obscure console in Japan.
Well, not just that, the Tamagotchi.
Oh, that's true.
Before anything else, the Digimon was like a Tamagotchi, like marketed towards boys.
Oh, okay. You know what? Okay, I gotta remember. Okay, Toy Guy, and the Man with a Plan. They actually bring up a really good point on that. Someone more well known for their games than their source material. Geralt from The Witcher. So the Witcher series, that was actually a Polish fantasy novel series.
Really?
But yeah, that's technically where the origins start from. And apparently the games, I guess at some point must take place after the novels or something. So the games are meant to be a continuation, but that is what most people know Geralt. That's where they know Geralt from. They know him from the games. And it's like, well, and you know, and to my understanding, this is where I wish we had Jordan here with us, because Jordan is a huge Witcher fan. Like, not only does he play the games, but he's actually read the books too. He's a huge Witcher fan. I think from what Jordan told me, the Netflix series, that like Netflix adaptation of The Witcher, that's actually adapting the novels. Yeah, so that's where it's like, so if people are like, you know, going into this thinking, oh, we're going to be getting game adaptation, what you're actually getting in the Netflix series is actually an adaptation of the novels.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, yeah, having not brought that up, I would probably have to say, like, yeah, Geralt's probably, like, the biggest example that at least current day we can think of. Like, okay, and some people are also saying Sam and Max.
What was Sam? Sam and Max? Really? I thought. What were they? What were they before video games? Because I thought they were video games first.
Apparently they were comic book characters. I guess they started as a comic book series, but and then got video games, and that's what people know them for. They know them for the games.
Huh. How about that? Trying to experiment with the idia here, but it's like it's not jiving with me.
Ori Netflix show when? It's like, yeah, that actually would be interesting. Then again, you know, we are talking about Netflix that canceled Dark Crystal Age of Resistance after one season. How dare you?
Tak and the Power of Juju? No, I think Tak was a game first. Because I know there was a Nickelodeon show, but I think Tak and the Power of Juju was a game first. But that might just be me remembering the game commercials before ever even seeing commercials for a show.
Still waiting for the Cuphead animated series, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Brian brings this up. Yeah, where's that Bone Netflix series? They had announced that Bone's finally getting an adaptation, and we have done nothing out of it. Like, where is Bone? I was like, I must see Phony Bone animated, please.
Yeah, seriously, where is Bone? Come on.
Well, Bone is under your muscle, which is under your skin.
Sir.
Not
It is?
Not that Bone.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
am I wrong, though?
So wait, you mean to tell me that thing I feel every time I hit my arm? But stop! Oh, no, that was a funny bone. No, I'm just kidding. No.
It's like if you really truly think about it, we're all just flesh sandwiches.
Deep down, we're just spooky, scary skeletons.
Just bone sandwiches made of flesh, or something of the like. If you really think about it.
Huh. Kind of like what Sasquatch Studios over here is saying. Yeah, we're essentially all a bunch of eyes will go. It's just a bunch of freaking skeletons.
Are we not just skeletons, just wearing meat clothing? Is that not what we are?
That's...
Oh, you know what? Actually, looking at it like in full, that actually doesn't look too bad. It still feels like it's missing something though. You know what it needs? Sparkles. Hold on, let me try this. Let me move this over here. Maybe there we go. Let me fix some of this.
There's a show called Mega Man, and the main character is a boy in a blue robot suit. Yet the show has nothing to do with the Mega Man.
Super fighting robot.
Mega
Man. Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, I'm saying it wrong. It's a super fighting robot. Mega Man.
You know, for as goofy as that show was, I will admit that opening song actually is kind of a bop.
It is.
And now I can export this video.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. So what happened was someone ended up commissioning me for some music.
Oh.
I had some help with a small video of the music that I put together, and I plan on uploading it to Twitter soon.
Nice.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I think if I try
I'm like, yay, my first commission.
Oh, that's your first commission? Oh, I thought people have already thrown commissions right at you already.
No, I only got the one so far.
Oh.
I mean,
Somebody asked, did we see the dinosaur planet leaks?
Dinosaur. Oh,
those. That rare game that turned into Star Fox Adventures.
Yeah. They showed off like the beta for it.
Yeah.
From the N64.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I did see a snippet of it from Oni Plays, but that's just about it, really.
Okay, so let me see here. I try doing this. Too large.
Okay. I guess while you're doing that, I'll go on and read the list.
All right.
Okay, so we have Sledge from Rainbow Six, Sly Cooper, The Fall Guy, Glitch Trap, Glamrock Freddy and Gregory, Sackboy, Ratchet and Clank, The Scout, Marshadow, Vmon, Pea Shooter, Colonel Reddick, The Rookie from Sonic Forces, Jotaro Kujo, The Robloxian, The Spy, The Demo Man, The Pyro, Salmon Max, Gil Grunt from Skylanders, Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, The Castle Crasher, V from Cyberpunk 2077, The Engineer, Roadhog and Junkrat, The Big Daddy, Helix from ARMS, Slippy Toad, Balin, Aegis from Persona 3, Foxy from FNAF, Senator Armstrong, Birdo, Maxwell from Don't Starve, Wilson, Dingodile, Hornet from Hollow Knight, Xehanort, Asura, Dante, Zagreus, Knack, Wolf from Persona 5 Strikers, Trevor Phillips, Aurora from Child of Light, the Space Marine from Warhammer 40k, Zangetsu from Bloodstained, Iori from King of Fighters, Chaos from Skylanders, Parappa the Rapper, Sonic the Werehog, Conquer, Yosuke Hanamura from Persona 4, Kratos, the Octodad, Glass Joe, Albert Wesker, the Xenomorph, Bayek and Female Avior, whatever the hell that is, the Powerpuff Girls, Godzilla, Gabumon, Alice from Alice Madness Returns, Baldi, Turnip Boy, Hatsune Miku, Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club, and Jonesy.
Okay. Cool. Try this. Try to like stretch it out just a tad. Yes. Give them a little less formation. Like I am in like full experimenting like mode right now.
That is, in fact, what artists do.
The Pokemon Snap in 3 days. Mm-hmm. Yep.
All
It
right.
sure is. Oh boy, it's hard to believe new Pokemon Snap will be coming out. I guess it hasn't really crossed my mind because I've been so focused on trying to get as much practice in as I can with Oddworld Soulstorm.
No problem.
Yeah, it's like what I said in the past. Like April is going to be the month, and now this month is going to end off with the flash from my camera. I don't know.
Jordan Carroll asks, has anyone ever gone to a restaurant and bought something from a secret menu?
There are secret menus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
some
like
restaurants do
yeah,
that.
like yeah, some restaurants have those.
Yeah, I can't say that I have.
Well, the trick I think is knowing who exactly even offers secret menus. And I'm not talking about like, oh, here's a special that we have for the weekend or something. Like, I'm not talking like a weekend special or something, but I mean, it's like, they're like, apparently it's like, yeah, they have like little menus that it's like people can order them and they'll make it.
Oh, meanwhile, Malik with another $5 donation. Thank you so much. Now that I can get Pokemon Snap again, I won't suck horribly in the original. Oh.
Hey, where'd my music go?
I don't know.
Oh, did the playlist
there
least? Oh, okay, there we go.
Wait, how long was my display capture off? When did I turn that off? I just looked back, I looked back at my OBS and it just showed Giovanni on again.
Huh. That's weird. I just now noticed that. That was weird.
How long was it like that? Oh dear. Well. Apologies. That must have been really boring, depending on how long that was like that, I suppose.
Yeah, considering that I just now noticed that, I don't think it was going on for that long.
I don't remember when I turned it off, though.
Yeah. Oh, Crystal Star. I can't wait to see Ryan playing Pokemon Snap on Spiffy Needle Geeks in the future. Trust me. Honestly, considering that new Pokemon Snap is just a couple days away from being released, I think it's safe to say that's going to be the next big stream that I'm going to be doing whenever that happens. Hopefully soon. But yeah, that'll be the next big game that I'm going to tackle before I do anything else.
Alright, hold on. What do you guys think of this? Does it look better with just the shine on the outside? Or does it also look good with the shine on the inside as well?
I was actually really digging the shines on the inside as well.
Yeah, me too.
Hold on, let me get that back up here. Like, without with.
Oh, Zachria, I would love to see a Rhythm Heaven rep in Smash, or even just some spirits. Well, I mean, technically, Rhythm Heaven does already have some spirits. Like, I mean, it's nothing like, like the spirits that come from, like, DLC or anything, but there are definitely spirits that do come from Rhythm Heaven.
Yeah,
like a few...
Yes, sorry, yes, cinematics, I do agree. Like, the shines on the inside do make it look a little cluttered. I think probably just the solid probably looked a little better.
Oh, okay.
By the way, did anyone hear that Sony has decided not to shut down the PS3, PSP, and PS Vita store?
Yeah,
I did hear about that.
I did. Yeah, I heard about that too.
And I can only imagine how many upset people there were who probably spent their life savings trying to buy all the games in the store, only to find out that they went back on it.
Well, to be fair,
it could be that could have been the ploy the whole time.
Oh my god.
It's like, we'll take it away and they'll spend money. It's like, we'll change the formula and they'll hate it. So then when we bring back the classic, we make billions.
You've already been making billions off of the PlayStation 5s. What more do you want?
It worked for Coca-Cola.
All right, I'm pretty happy with this series icons for Knights. How does it look?
I do like that.
I like that too, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. All right. Yes, I can go ahead and delete this, and then copy this one so I can give it to Reala. What was this? Whatever it is. Okay. Copy, duplicate, and then move down to there. Okay. All right. Now for a night stage.
Okay, you have options on this one. So, if you want to stick with something that's relatively similar, that could possibly link to both games, Twin Seed / Bellbridge, because that's the final level of the game of both games. It's basically the kids flying through the city. So that's really like the closest. If you want to go down the route for something that could possibly represent both. If you want to take the approach of just what's an iconic level, like taking Nights into Dreams and Journey of Dreams, all the levels, what's the most iconic? Spring Valley. So I would say it's, you would do have those options.
Yeah. Let's see.
Like, or it could be like, it could even be like a shifting stage. Like you start in Spring Valley, then you go to the Mystic Forest, then you go to the Soft Museum. Like you're
So
actually going through each of the levels.
Nightopia in general, then.
Nightopia in general, yeah. You can take that option too. So, so any one of those three could work. And hi, Jabanyan.
Yeah, because it's not. It's like not scrolling for some reason. It's broken, so I don't know how to fix it.
Oh, okay.
Oh well.
Okay.
Yeah, because like on the dock, literally all they have here is just the Nightmare Zone from Sonic Lost World. And not even from a Knights game. Come on, guys. Anyway. All right, so let me see here. Yeah, I guess we can go with that. Nightopia. Just general Nightopia.
Right. Now I'm trying to remember, are we giving the same stages to Echo Fighters, or Echo Fighters getting different stages?
Yeah, Echo Fighters don't get stages, so they just have whatever the main fighter has.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, because that's where I was like, well, if it was gonna be separate stages, then it's like, I would probably argue for Reala the most appropriate would be, where you fight Reala in Nights into Dreams, like the big throne room. Yeah. That's where that would be Reala's stage.
Okay. Alright, so just general Nightopia. We should remember that as well. Alright, so now first Knights' classic route. So let's actually take this time to real quickly recap on all the prior ones that we've done.
Okay.
I do not recall there being a classic route in the main game that involves only children. So let's see what we got. We'll take this time to quickly recap on the older one. So let's see. Jibanyan, Summoning Charming, only fights characters that are cute, precious, and ones that would be in the Charming type. Mimikyu, Popularity Contests, only fights the most iconic and popular characters. Waluigi, It's About Time, only fights those that were previously an item before a fighter. Pirates, again, for Shantae, fights pirates and thief characters. Klonoa, Dreams. Wow. Good thing Brian's not here, he'd be mad. Klonoa, Dream Within a Dream, fights characters that would fit into a fantasy setting. Johto Trainer, Johto Championship, fights foes who represent the Johto Gym Leaders. Frisk, Friend or Foe, all fights are double battles with team attack on. You lose if your partner is KO'd. Shadow, I Found You Faker, fights Mii fighters dressed up as real fighters. Banjo-Kazooie, that's just one that was in the game. Giovanni, Gang Wars, fights leaders of gangs or groups. Crash, Spin, Sanity, only fights characters that spin. Coco, Insanely Smart, fights geniuses. Bandana D, Royal Escort, has to stand up and protect Dedede while fighting other kings. Rex, Salvaging 101, fights characters who rides on boats or ships. Hoenn Trainer, Top Coordinator, faces foes that reference the categories from Pokemon contests. Goku, Budokai Tenkaichi, fights in stamina battles against martial artists or weird monsters. Tails, the Tale of Tales, only fights characters that have a tail. Spyro, Year of the Dragon, has to protect allies that represent his friends from Spyro 3 against foes that represent Spyro foes. They all fight together against the boss. Blue, Kanto Gym Challenge, fights foes who represent the Kanto Gym Leaders. Steve, Journey, that was already in Smash. Pirates and Sand, it's a human, team up with monsters characters to fight human characters. Shovel Knight, A Holy Battle, fights foes who can bury while the pitfall item spawns during all matches. Black Knight, Steel Eye Shovel, all fights are against Shovel Knight in different scenarios, ends with them teaming up. Slime, 3, 2, 1, Goo, fights RPG characters that are weakest to strongest, each are stamina battles. Hat Kid, hats off to you, only fights characters with hats. Bow Kid, featuring me, Hat Kid's route, but you play as Bow Kid while teamed up with Hat Kid. Linkle, which way to Hyrule Castle, Dynasty Warriors themes, fights and battles that start with a bunch of tiny fighters, then end up with a large version. Eggman, I have the master plan, fights animal characters, then teams up with the same character in the next fight, but they're metal. Let's see, Rayman, the Raving Rabbit Rampage, fights opponents who are wearing bunny hoods while fighting on scrolling stages only. Glowbox, my dad can beat up your dad, only fights characters who are also fathers. Cuphead, it's showtime, only fights characters who have appeared in their own television show in some form. Phoenix Wright, Super Smash Turnabout, faces characters who have committed crimes. Let's see, Apollo Justice, straight to the point, faces characters who have with spikes on their body or spiky hair. Paper Mario, turning the page, fights in flat stages against fighters who belong in those worlds. Undyne, anime is real, fights characters who fit the stereotype as an anime character. And then Hollow Knight, the Infection, faces characters who have been possessed in their games. And then yeah, we just did Sora and Roxas. So no, I don't think we've done. Yeah, I don't believe there is any theming that revolves around children.
Not even just regular Smash?
I don't recall if there is. I really don't. Where is Heavy? He's down there. We haven't gotten to him yet. We probably won't get to him tonight at the rate we're going. Kingdom Hearts took up a lot of time.
Let's see. Super Saiyan, if we do only children for nights, what does that leave Springtrap?
Oh God.
I don't think we need to worry about that. If anything, Knights is saving them. Yeah, that's right. Let's see what the doc says. Hold on.
Yeah, just do a quick look just to see did anything happen with the official classic routes.
Yeah.
Because if not, then I would say, okay, yeah, Knights will always have some, he's gonna have a kid character teamed up with them, and they gotta fight monsters or something. They gotta fight nightmares.
Let's see. The docs for Knights has it for Sweet Dreams. Characters that either love to sleep or are related to sleep. I think, honestly, that's a cool idea. Works better for Reala. Because if the idea is that you're fighting characters that are generally asleep, why would Knights be attacking them? That's more Reala shtick. And even then, are there enough for that? We'll get to that later. It's like, for now, for Knights. Yeah, let me go back and look over the classic routes for the characters. Only soccer ball spawn?
Oh.
Maniac, ban yourself. I wish there was hold on. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Classic Routes. Okay, here we go. So let's see. Gotta just scroll through these quickly. Yeah, so Link fights those affiliated with Darkness. Let's see. Samus fights characters that represent her series. Yoshi fights dinosaurs. Kirby fights gluttons. Fox fights characters associated with other planets. Pikachu fights other Pokemon. Luigi fights scary characters. Ness is themed around his journey in Earthbound. Falcon fights close range. Jigglypuff only fights Smash 64 characters. Peach fights against those that would normally try to kidnap her. Daisy fights other princesses. Or represents or representatives of their land, I guess. Bowser fights red characters. Ice Climbers fights duos, which is literally reused for Banjo, so you know they're kind of running out of ideas, unfortunately. Sheik. Okay, it was Sheik. Sheik was the one that fought masked characters. Okay, that was Sheik. Let's see. Zelda faces against antagonists, while Dr. Mario fights trios of red, blue, and yellow, representing the viruses. Pichu fights only lightweights.
Yeah.
Falco's opponents are dark characters, such as Dark Samus and Captain Falcon in his blood costume. Interesting. Marth fights draconic characters from like fantasy. Lucina fights only Fire Emblem characters. Young Link. Opponents are characters from Legend of Zelda's universe, all stages and items, so it's just Legend of Zelda. Ganondorf faces heroes and protagonists. Mewtwo does a series of team battles where after each fight he takes over that person's mind and has them fight with him. Roy only fights sword wielders. Chrom, it just teams up with Lucina, looks like. Game & Watch fights retro characters. Meta Knight. There's free-for-alls with characters alongside their dark counterparts. Pit represents Kid Icarus Uprising. Dark Pit fights clones, or created characters. Zero Suit Samus fights those with tethers or whips. Kind of a lame one. Wario fights those that are just super strong. Snake fights those who use weaponry. Ike just fights characters who wear black, representing the Black Knight. That's also kind of lame. Pokemon Trainer just fights more Pokemon. Diddy Kong is accompanied by DK. And they take on antagonists or final bosses. Lucas fights those who are also psychic or magical. Sonic's opponents either references the characters in the Sonic games, or just fast. Okay. DDD. Characters. Okay. Wow, Robs is literally just Sheik with a different coat of paint. Because he just fights characters that lack expression. So normally ones that wear masks. Hope you guys enjoying the Earthbound music while we're sitting here trying to figure out if anyone's beaten up kids before.
That's horrible.
Man.
It's like Knights is gonna beat up kids. Knights is gonna be teaming up with the kids to beat up bad people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if just that concept has been used before, because if it hasn't, then I think that for Knights, that's probably the best way. Is like Knights is always going to be teaming up with a child character, and there's plenty to go around in the Smash roster. And then as for people they're fighting, they'd be fighting like, maybe like monstrous creatures or something, like, representing that they're fighting nightmares. And it doesn't even have to be like they're from the same series. Like, they could be fighting Ridley, but Knights could be teaming up with like Ness or something.
Yeah.
Because if we try to do it from the same series, it's like, forget it. I don't think it's going to be able to happen.
Yeah. Isabel only fights women. Incineroar. Plant. Joker. Knights' boss battle. Marks or Dracula? Yeah, that makes
Marks.
sense. Marks.
Yeah,
Marks.
Marks.
Definitely.
Marks.
That boy is nightmare inducing.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, like if you were to put it boss in for Knights, like as opposed to like Master Hand and stuff, it's Marks.
Okay, so yeah.
I mean, Dracula's all kinds of spooky and stuff, but Marks has got that special brand of nightmare fuel that's more appropriate for Knights.
Yeah, so we can definitely confirm that. Yeah, so there are no. So like, I guess so. The concept, I guess, that we're going with is that Knights fights alongside children characters, and they fight and they team up and fight effectively that child's nightmares, like their worst nightmares.
Yeah.
So, actually, now I'm curious. More Jibanyan for you guys. Let me look back at the Smash.
And then, okay. Also, Brian, no.
What do you say?
What if Flame Hyanard was in Smash?
Burn to the ground, burn to the ground.
Like, no, no,
Hate.
no.
Anyway, okay, so children. We got Bowser Jr. Does Diddy Kong count as a kid?
I say so.
Yeah. Got
Kiddy Kong.
young Link and Toon Link. Kirby is pretty much a child. Kirby's a baby.
Mm-hmm. Ness and Lucas.
Yeah, Ness and Lucas.
Yeah.
Pichu counts as a child.
Villager, maybe?
Villager.
No, Villager is not a child. Villager's a mayor. Would Ice Climbers count as children? That's a hard call.
I don't know.
Pit definitely counts as a kid. He's literally
can't climb mountains.
Pit is literally Kid Icarus. So, I think Pit's a kid.
Yeah.
And then Inkling. Inklings are kids. Okay, so yeah, we have more than enough.
The Inkling. Maybe Lucina.
No,
Maybe?
she's an adult. That girl can have a baby, so now she's an adult. Like
That's true.
If Robin marries that girl, like she's actually spitting out kids. So now, but no, we have more than enough kids. So as for what their nightmares would be, Bowser Jr.'s nightmare is Mario, of course, like a giant Mario or something like that. Young Link and Toon Link's nightmares would both just be Ganondorf, so it doesn't matter which one you use. It'd be Ganondorf. Diddy Kong's nightmare is King K. Rool. That's obvious enough. Pichu's nightmare, I guess, would just be Mewtwo. I don't know. These kind of just are pretty simple, actually. Ness and Lucas's nightmares. I mean, Lucas probably has some poor traumatic nightmares involving his brother and his mother, and that's actually kind of sad.
Therefore, Lucas's nightmare is himself.
I'm sure.
Wario.
I'm sure some kind of. You're right, actually, Wario. Brian. You're right, Wario. Subspace Emissary, Wario.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know where
Exactly.
I don't know where my mouth is going for that. But Pits could easily be Dark Pits. Inklings.
Greninja, because water.
Fair. Okay, yeah, this overall works. So what's the what's the title? The classic title. It's getting weaker. I may have to change the batteries in this thing soon. Okay.
Let's see.
So yeah, guys.
Okay.
What are we calling this?
What can we do? We can do Dreams. We could do something with dualizing, like some kind of a reference to dualizing. It's a Dream Team. It's like nightmares into dreams. Like, that's probably going to be more appropriate for Reala. Like, does the document offer Like
No,
again,
because it just goes with what they written for their theme, which I think better works. Which I still think worked better for Reala.
Okay, gotcha.
Flying through dreams and through the dream world, nightmare in dreamland. That's a Kirby game.
So yeah, no.
Dream delight.
Nah, that would be a kid. Nah, that I was honestly thinking that's gonna be the that should be Knights' boxing ring title, the Dream Delight.
The dream delight. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad actually. Dream
Yeah,
mates.
because I mean we have to reference the theme song.
Fair. Mega Man as a robot kid, I guess. But does Mega Man dream?
Journey into Dreams.
Dream
Like
catcher.
into dreams, journey of dreams.
Dreamy dreams.
Let's see. Face the nightmares. Like, God dang it. It's like, Knights, why have you been giving us so much difficulty?
Face the fears. Speed in your dreams. Nightmares into dreams. Lucid dreamer. Nightmare fuel. Dream catcher. I kind of like dream catcher because the dream catcher like you used to like get rid of your nightmares.
Yeah.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah, that's actually, that's not too bad.
I like that one. We'll go with that one.
Yeah, we'll live. Yeah, we can go with that one.
Dream catcher. Cool. Oh, big. I hate this mouse. So whenever I stream stuff like this and I'm required to use my USB extender, I have to use a wired mouse because my normal like wireless one glitches out. But like this wired mouse sucks. It's just like it doesn't fully work all the time. But it's better than glitching out with the wireless one. Alright, and then yeah, so for the do we just like Dream Delight? I do like that one myself.
I like the Dream Delight for
Let me-
boxing ring title.
Let me see.
Yeah, me too.
Let me see what they have in the doc here.
Yeah, I like that a lot. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you mean the Dreamcaster? And like that would only work if Knights debuted on the Dreamcast. But sadly, no. Knights came out on the console before the Dreamcast, so unfortunately we can't make that pun.
The Dream Saturn. I was like, that doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
They just have the Dream Warrior. Nah.
Yeah, the Dream Delight.
Dream Delight.
I want to see you standing there.
Dude, this is such an appropriate. Like I know this is Earthbound music, but this is still like an appropriate song to listen to for nights.
As I seriously, you guys, some of you who've never played a Knights game, you want a fun song like the theme song to the series? It's called Dreams. Seriously, listen to it. It's a bop. It's a fun little bop.
I'm brain.
And
I am like brain farting. How do you spell delight? It's DELI.
GHT.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I was like brain farting there. I hate it when that happens. Okay. Okay, now last one for the night, and I'm gonna call it because it's getting a little late. Reala.
Oh boy.
So this one shouldn't take too long. So while I'm making the stock icon, let's go ahead and also go over the classic route and the boxing ring title. But I think for the classic route, I did like the idea that they presented for Knights, but it just fit better for Reala, and that was the idea of Reala facing characters that are usually pretty drowsy or pretty sleepy in general. So we got Jigglypuff is a pretty lazy, obviously for reasons. There's Banjo, who is a pretty lazy character. Kirby likes to sleep a lot, because if Kirby's not eating, he's sleeping. There's gotta be more. There's gotta be more than that, though. I feel like that. Like,
Well, let's see. I know Oh man, I don't know that this could be stretching it, but I do know there have been many occasions I think Sonic would take plenty of naps.
he's not like super lazy though. Is the thing. Like he's not like a big sleeper.
What about Donkey Kong? Because like, what does Donkey Kong do when he's not trying to get his bananas back?
Yeah. Donkey Kong actually is pretty lazy. You're right. That's one to think about.
Hmm. Would Pikachu be considered a big sleeper? Or a lazy
That's
Pokemon,
actually
I guess? I don't know.
Pikachu might work actually because Pikachu does have that one victory animation where after it wins, it literally goes to sleep. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
that
of at
might
the time
work.
too.
That might work. I'll have to think. Yeah, that's one to think about.
Yeah, that could. The Sans costume.
Oh
Like,
jeez.
you're not wrong.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. What about Princess Zelda? There have been games where Zelda was in a deep sleep. Like Zelda 2, she was in a deep sleep. It's like, I think like in Twilight Princess, after she was captured, she was like in a coma, and that was when Ganondorf took over. I mean, it's just, you could make that argument. But I definitely but I do like that idea. I like the idea of like, where it's like, Reala, because he's the nightmare and he's deliberately targeting like lazy or sleepy people because he's going for the idiot.
Yeah.
I definitely like that idea a lot.
I feel like there's more than that though. Like characters that are known for like taking naps often.
Maniac. Oh yeah, Link, because he slept for 100 years. Wow.
That's funny. That's funny. I really like that.
He's not wrong.
I really
He's
like that.
not wrong.
That boy, that boy got some sleep cramps going on.
Oh, you have no idea.
I know some people were also bringing up Luigi because there was literally an entire game about Luigi going through Luigi's dreams. So I guess that can work too. Dream Team. I still never beat that one.
It's a good game.
Who else is there?
Falcon's franchise has been asleep for years. Brian!
So Captain Falcon, right? Oof. Dead franchises. Well, actually, no, that would work because technically, Knights is also a dead franchise.
Wow. Wow. That's a low blow.
Am I wrong?
all I heard
See, might help you with another move set. God.
Just attach the electrodes to my nipples already. just do it.
Family friendly. Family friendly.
All I'm hearing within these series of sentences is ban Brian.
Oh, jeez, Louisa.
Anyway. Oof.
Big oof.
There's got to be more, like in terms of actual sleepy characters. Who else is there?
Zachary Arkan brings up in Earthbound, Ness sleeps to get to Magicant.
Yeah, that does happen.
Would Joker count?
Not really, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, that was kind of stretching it a bit.
No, no worries, Maniac. We already mentioned Banjo and how he would be a good example of such.
Yeah, because Banjo lazy.
Yeah. Huh?
I actually come to think of it, their Banjo and Kazooie, their official boxing ring title in Smash Ultimate is literally laid back animals. So
Dark
Yep, it works.
Dark Meta Knight asks, would Wario count because of how lazy he is?
Wario's a weird one. He's selectively lazy. Like,
Meanwhile, you have Peach and Daisy's Final Smash that puts people to sleep.
yeah. Which I don't like those Final Smashes. They kind of came out of nowhere. Like, spoiler warning, whenever I get around to Peach, and I guess Daisy kind of technically in the nitpick movesets, those Final Smashes gotta go. Like I am going to try to think of something better for them than just those Final Smashes, because I never liked those Final Smashes myself.
King DDD is lazy?
Actually, DDD is pretty lazy. But at the same, Kirby's also a heavy sleeper too. Like there are so many Kirby games where it starts off with Kirby just sleeping, and because he's asleep, the bad guy was able to take over. And then when Kirby wakes up and is like, "Oh, well, I guess I got to do this now."
I can't think of a better way to start the day.
Okay, well, I guess meanwhile, what would Reala's boxing ring title be?
Okay.
Does he have any titles? Like, I might be misremembering. Don't all the bosses in Nights into Dreams, or even Journey of Dreams, have some kind of title associated with their name? Like when their name appears, like right before, like during their boss fight, like they have some extra like.
No,
text?
No, they don't.
What am I thinking of then?
I think you're thinking something else, but yeah, Knights doesn't do that.
It's a shame. It would have made this a lot easier.
Yeah, because like, if like, not necessarily title, but if we want to go by Nightmare rank, because there's 3 levels of Nightmares in the Knights games. Your basic enemies that you normally see scattered in the levels that you can like drill dash and paraloop, those are your 3rd levels. Your bosses, those are 2nd levels. But only Knights and Reala are 1st level Nightmares. So if you want to go by that title, it could be first Nightmare and 1st level Nightmare, and we could play around with with that for a title.
Right.
That's right. I'm racking my brain on this one too, because I'm trying to think like, because like even like this, because I was even thinking, oh, what if we referenced like his like the theme song that plays whenever Knights in Reala battle? But that doesn't work either, because the name of the song is like theme of a tragic revenge, and that's the name of the song, and it's like that doesn't tell us anything.
I believe we did make this like references somewhere in the moveset, but what was the line that Reala says when you fight him in Into Dreams?
That's where he says Bedishinoa Knights. Like it's basically like it was like a dream language or something that was like that. Basically, it was confirmed, like, it was a dream language. At first, I think I said it was a Japanese phrase, but in reality, that actually is wrong. It's basically a made up dream language that was just strictly unique to Into Dreams before they decided, screw this, we're just gonna do English dialogue for the sequel.
Yeah.
But they did say that term, Bedishinoa Knights, basically meant, it was Reala issuing a challenge.
Okay. First Class Nightmare. I'll deliver your heads to Master Wiseman myself.
Yep, that was a line.
That was in fact the line. Who's clapping?
That was me.
Okay.
I was like, it's like, oh yay, that you said the line.
You said that,
I
Perry.
don't know.
So BJ,
Yeah.
Say the line, Reala.
What's up, Brandon?
do you know how much space you have in your Switch?
Sorry?
Do you know how much space you have in your Switch?
I mean, I already own Super Mario Party.
Danny, can you remind me how much space you have in your Switch?
Immediately.
None. Yeah, I keep forgetting that I have to get like a card or something to free up space on my Switch.
Oh yeah, an SD card. Oh yeah, I did say I was gonna check mine. Wait, hold on. I'm pretty sure I still have plenty, but I don't remember exactly how much.
Yeah, it's like I already have Super
As
Mario.
long if you have it, go on.
I already have Super Mario Party, and you'd know that if you watched my What If Koopa Troopa was in Smash Bros. Brandon.
I did watch it. I didn't know the footage was yours.
Did you see a name underneath there?
I don't remember.
It's just been that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago.
It's only been like a couple weeks. It felt like an eternity to me.
I know it wasn't a week. I know it wasn't a couple of weeks since then.
Nah,
It's at least been a few months.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait,
You're
hold on.
right.
Actually, has it actually already been a few months? I guess it has been. Come to think of it. Yeah. Frick. Hold on. Let me see exactly where he was. Because he was episode 85. Was he?
Okay, Cooper, you're sitting there trying to call me out in chat, but I just proved them wrong. So
Let me double check this one, actually. Let me see.
Them? It's like, I don't know. I was just pulling. I was just thinking of some
88,
random.
87, 86. Yeah, he was 85. Okay. Yeah, I guess that was a while ago. Dang. I keep forgetting how long this 3-week break has been because of my laptop needing to get replaced. Or not replaced, fixed. But like...
yeah. Plus, you had some other stuff going on too before that, didn't you?
Well, yeah, because I already had... I was already off for... Like, I already had... Because because before that I was already a week into the break for live stream, because that was when I was able to start live streaming again.
Yeah.
And then that's when the my laptop needed to get repaired. And then I ended up extending my break to a week because I wanted to spend more time live streaming things that I didn't get a chance to do because I was forced to stop.
Right.
But yeah, so
then you know we need to test this. Not even test, because I know it runs flawlessly already. We just need to play some games.
Okay, so apparently from my system memory, looks like I have 22.6 gigabytes left.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
But with my micro SD card, I have 375 gigabytes left.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna look up SD cards real quick. It's like, y'all don't understand. I originally wanted to do Super Mario Party for whenever we all met up again, but we don't have to wait anymore.
see now, if Nintendo wanted to make the really smart business practice, they would have made it online available as soon as the pandemic started.
Well, see, here's and the thing about that is, I feel as if they were testing the waters with that with Clubhouse 51 Games, because that was the start of like the online scene where it's like, oh, we're in the middle of a pandemic. What could people do and enjoy themselves with during this pandemic? And then they released Clubhouse 51 Games. Then later on, they made Super Mario 3D World for Switch, which had online. And now they're updating Super Mario Party with online.
All right, well, here is the Reala stock icon. How does it look?
Yep, that looks like Reala.
Actually, fix one thing here. Hold on, show something.
Wait, what? Seriously?
Nani?
Hold on, that might not.
What up?
No, I'm just seeing 128 gigabyte SD cards for like $20, and I'm like, seriously? But I don't remember SD cards being this cheap.
I mean, 120 gigs. Actually,
Yeah, that's a substantial amount of memory. Yeah.
I guess I'm just used to the terabyte things that I got, which have 1,000 gigs in them. But that's only my external hard drives, though.
I have not seen like terabyte micro SD cards, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think they were saying like eventually they would end up finding a way to develop terabyte SD cards.
Oh no, they do exist. They're just expensive.
Oh. And
Never
rightfully
mind.
so.
I mean, the sales price on this one isn't all that bad, honestly. Like what I'm seeing originally is $230 for a 1 TB micro SD card is actually on sale for $160, which I guess in hindsight isn't a bad thing. That 128 gigabyte SD card thing is singing to me though. Now, if only I had Danny's address.
Okay, what was the title that we agreed on for Reala's classic group? Or did we not agree on one?
Dreams? Nightmare?
The path of nightmares.
I thought someone said Nightmare in the Dreams. No?
Dream Eater?
Mm.
Yeah. 'Cause, eating dreams implies the idea of you not having them at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question. It seems.
Yeah. But I think someone earlier when we were doing nights, someone had suggested like nightmares into dreams, and it's just like, yeah, it doesn't fit nights, but could possibly work for Reala.
Nightmare
it's like a
into dreams.
Yeah, like a play on nights into dreams, but it's nightmares into
Yeah,
dreams.
that's not bad. That's nice and simple. I like that one.
Yeah, because Reala is supposed to be like the opposite.
That works. Okay.
I know you want to remake your LP of Metopia now for Switch. Will it be possible for some of us, to get our own Miis in on the LP with access keys and whatnot? Let me think about that, because I need to understand how that function even works, let alone how I'm going to handle the remake of the LP going forward.
Well, Limey is like there. I will say this though, like considering that I essentially covered Undertale for SNG, you won't have to worry about spoilers or anything for adding Undertale characters in Metopia this time around.
That's true. I kind of want to keep that motif.
Okay. And then,
well, for some of them.
all right. So now, what was the boxing ring title for Reala? Let me actually see what the docs say for that one.
Okay.
Oh, the Dream Eater. He's not a Dream Eater though. That's not what he does. It's kind of a different concept.
Yeah. Like I said, if you want to play by his rank as a Nightmare, it's his rank. He's first level Nightmare, so that you could play off of that. It's a bit of a stretch, but like I said, if you want to play more for like his theme from when he's fighting knights, because it's literally called the theme of the Tragic Revenge. So it's like, if you want to pull from that, you can. Yeah, because I mean, like, because he's pretty much like he is Wise Man's most loyal servant. He is his right hand.
Yeah. I don't mind just going with like the first class deal. So, it was first class, right? Or first rank?
Like first level Nightmare.
Okay, I don't mind doing that. Nice and simple.
Yeah, because technically only Reala and Knights hold that title, but because Knights defected, Knights is like, I don't care.
Is Nightmare spelled like literally just nightmare with an N at the end?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Looks like we good then. Because it is. It just hit 10 on my end, so yeah, now it's probably a good stopping point.
Right.
But this was a lot of fun, as per the usual. Lots of fun. We still got a long way to catch up. I would have liked to have gotten more characters done tonight, but Sora and Roxas with Kingdom Hearts felt like being jerks as usual. Alrighty, in which case... So yep, this is what we got done tonight. And like, you'd think it would have gone by sooner, because literally 2 of these characters are echoes. So literally once one series icon was done, that was good for the other, and then they didn't even have stages, so it's like, dang. I think we really did kind of just drag our feet tonight, but oh well, that's how it be.
Yeah. Let's see. Tom Jackson. Jackal is also first level. No, he's not. That's actually a big fan theory. A lot of people thought that maybe Jackal was, simply because Jackal, out of all the second levels, is the most humanoid, but the biggest difference is that he's literally just a head, hands, and feet. He doesn't have a body. So I remember seeing people leaving on this fan theory that maybe Jackal was meant to be a first level Nightmare, but was deemed a failure, so he got thrown down in the second level, and you taking that failure, that was when Wise Man perfected it and came up with Reala and Knights. That is nothing more than fan theory. So, trust me, I love Jackal as much as the next fan. Jackal is a creepy, cool boss, but he is only a second level Nightmare.
Right.
Like that has been confirmed that, there's only 2 first levels.
Alright, well, in which case, I think, yeah, this was a good calling point. So, Danny, do you want to end things off by reading off the entire list of requests that you got?
I can do that. Alrighty, we have Sledge from Rainbow Six, Sly Cooper, The Fall Guy, Glitch Trap, Glam Rock Freddy and Gregory, Sackboy, Ratchet and Clank, The Scout, Mars Shadow, Vemon, Pea Shooter, Colonel Reddick, the Sonic Forces Rookie, Jotaro Kujo, the Robloxian, the Spy, the Demo Man, the Pyro, Salmon Max, Gil Grunt from Skylanders, scroll down, Tanjiro, Castle Crasher, V from Cyberpunk 2077, Engineer, Roadhog and Junkrat, The Big Daddy, Helix from ARMS, Slippy Toad, Balin, Igus from Persona 3, Foxy from FNAF, Senator Armstrong, Birdo, Maxwell from Don't Starve, Wilson, Dingodile, Hornet from Hollow Knight, Xehanort, Asura, Dante, Zagreus, Knack, Wolf from Persona 5 Strikers, Trevor Phillips, Aurora from Child of Light, the Warhammer 40k Space Marine, Zangetsu from Bloodstained, Iori from King of Fighters, Chaos from Skylanders, Parappa the Rapper, Sonic the Werehog, Conquer, Yosuke Hanamura, Kratos, Octodad, Glass Joe, Albert Wesker, the Xenomorph, Bayek and Female Avior, the Powerpuff Girls, Godzilla, Gabumon, Alice from Alice Madness Returns, Baldi, Turnip Boy, Hatsune Miku, Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club, Jonesy, The Boyfriend, Geese Howard, Guile, Zero from Mega Man Zero, Saberwolf from Killer Instinct, E123 Omega, Mayday and Zook from No Straight Roads, Claude from Fire Emblem Three Houses, The Chorus Kids, Kasumi, Tom Nook, Spectra Knight, Nightmare from Soul Calibur, Mega Man X, Earthworm Jim, The Arbiter, GLaDOS, Kazuki Araya, and The Puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Alrighty. Cool. Alright, so in which case, I'll have to be sure to get this battery changed. Thank you all so much for joining. As per usual, I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys and just making all this cool extra art for the What If roster. So with that said, I hope you all have a great night. Take care, stay safe, get vaccinated if you can and haven't already. And yep, so everyone have a great night and take care.
Good night.